Boom, 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 boom. Obfuscation stream. We're gonna obfuscate the stream. It's gonna be bad faith. About 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes. Request denied, Mud. fun of my dance moves. That's a Crucible original. I wrote that song. Coombreaker is what it's called. The whole album will be released to members in just a couple of weeks. I think we're going to try to shoot for 20 songs total for the album one. Members can, do whatever the hell they want with it. You won the debate on a technicality, but not on concept, because why is the red pill good? Nobody knows what the red pill is. Trillo said he's red pill, LOL. Alex beat Trillo's lapdog Glenn. Red pill isn't praxeology. Why is my position that it's good if your position is that it's bad? More harm than good. D-Gen Bop. D-Gen Bop. I love it. It's great. Yeah, I mean, half the fun of doing all this YouTube shit is writing bits and skits and songs and shit like that. The debating's just the icing on top. Two minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah, when we release it, all the members will have access to it for a few weeks, and then we'll put it out to the public. Whatever's the 18th and 20th. So I'm flying out tomorrow because we raised the dono goal. All right. I guess we can just get started like 2 minutes early. Why not? I'm here. You're all here. Everybody's here. How is everybody this fine Friday? Flying out tomorrow. It's going to be a whole epic round of content I'm making with tons of creators across the United States. It's going to be great. Looking forward to it. Just like always, so much going on, I can barely keep up with it. You know what I mean? Barely keep up with it. Anyway, out of all, and I do mean all, of the kind of content creators that I've worked with over the last couple of years, This one actually hurts. This one's actually painful. With Alex from Playing with Fire, I was like really kind of stunned about what I'm about to play, so that you guys can hear it. But I was actually pretty shocked about it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm still kind of reeling about it, but it's just kind of more proof that just never have online creators as friends, right? The bigger you get, or the better you do, that whole crab in the bucket thing starts, you know. Everybody who has an agenda wants to use you for their agenda. That's how it goes. Nice forehead? Yeah. Well, it contains a large brain, so it's supposed to be big. I bet you have a small forehead, don't you? Maybe you have like a really feminine forehead. A very feminine forehead. So anyway, yeah, this one hurts, right? Like, I'm not going to go after these people. I'm not going to attack them. I'm not going to respond to any attacks. I'm just going to go over this so you understand why I'm just going to move away from these people, and then that's the end of it. You know what I mean? Done. So, let's kind of get into this, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
I mean,
no, if you look at it,
he's obviously not an ugly guy. I'm just
he's
saying.
still
Like,
above average.
Oh my God, this is next topic.
Well, you brought it up. You're like, look for L, bro.
I was talking about the fucking photo.
You can't even say look for L without like starting to rate dudes. Like,
no, because like I'm trying to do the persona.
I'm sorry, but looks for L.
Give it a second.
I know, but like low key homo.
I'm gonna go ahead and change the topic. Smashley XOXO. I was talking. I can tell you the name offline, but I was talking to someone who is a good friend of the Crucible. That actually reached out to me, and he was saying that he totally agreed with actually. He wanted to reach out to me because he was like, he saw the chat was like kind of like going in on us, and he was like, dude, I like totally disagreed with them. Like I think like he's like, it was like, I want to hear like what you thought. I gave my thoughts. He's like, dude, I completely agree. Like that's exactly.
Dude, Alex, I sent you the DMs.
And his name rhymes with Zen Shapiro.
Did you see?
No.
I sent you 2 screenshots of.
I heard. Wait, so the chat was attacking you guys?
What we talked about, like what Andrew and I talked about. He 100% knew exactly what the debate was about.
And how much?
He was fucking lying.
How much money did Andrew get in donations? I heard he gets a lot in donations.
Yeah, he does well, honestly.
Very first thing this jealous fuck gets upset about. Very first thing whoever this fucking guy is who's talking gets jealous and upset about is that I make money online. I know that that's a difficult concept for most content creators, that there are actually entertaining enough personalities online that put on a good enough show that they actually make money when they're online. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that insane? Right? It's nuts. Very first thing they dive into. So after explaining that there's somebody in the Crucible who reached out to Alex, and Alex then says, well, I'll tell you who this person is offline, right? Ashley says, well, I have DMs I'm going to send you, right? Instantly nefarious shit. Kind of backbiting bullshit. You know what I mean? Just typical backbiting shit.
Like at least 400, 500.
No. Did not make $400 or $500 in that stream. I made closer to $1,200 or $1,300. Not today, degenerate. I mean, I just wanted to clear that up in case they were confused. I didn't make $400 or $500 in that stream. It's much closer to $1,200 or $1,300 for 3 hours of my time. I didn't want anybody to be unclear. I didn't want anybody to be unclear about that. You know. No, Zen didn't send any DMs, just talking shit. You know what I mean? Of course, I was raising funds for travel expenses because I'm, flying across the country, but we'll get into that as we go here.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
He's almost at 5,000 for his little like his vacation budget or whatever.
For my vacation budget, or I'm going to go sit in studios for hours upon hours of my time, probably 40, 50 hours worth of just studio time, then camera, then editing, not to mention travel time, travel expenses. Yeah, this is, it's a vacation. It was for my vacation. You guys funded a vacation. I didn't know that.
What, Church of Holy Andrew?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's like taking donations and go on vacation?
Yeah.
That seems like very e-girl thoughty.
What a fucking prick. You know? What a fucking prick. That seems very e-girlish. Yeah, it does sound very e-girlish. Good thing I'm not doing that, you fucking dick. Good thing that's not what I'm doing, you fucking prick. That sounds very e-girl. You know what else sounds very e-girlish? Even if I was doing that. Even if I was like, you know what, guys, in the Crucible, let's raise 10 grand so that I can go to the fucking Bahamas and suck down a mojito. Right? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the Bahamas and just suck down alcoholic beverages all day. Right? Who would give a flying fuck anyway? And how would that be e-girlish behavior? It's e-girlish behavior to get jealous that somebody could accomplish such a feat. That's more, you know, isn't that very e-girlish? It's very feminine behavior here. Melly sends in $10. Appreciate that very much. The Commonwealth says $20 for your vacation budget. Maybe I should. Leon sends in $20. Says just to make them mad. You guys got the Dono chat link there too, right? You can send them in there too. What a bunch of dicks. I just couldn't believe this whole, like, just a whole shit talking stream about me. I've never done anything but good things for these people.
I mean, whatever. He does it for money.
He's a
Hot Christian summer, I guess.
Wait, isn't he married?
Yeah. Wait, what does that have to do with it?
No, I was gonna say, why is he like going on dates and shit?
No, he's.
Why am I going on dates? What? What the fuck, dude? What? Where did that come from?
Was he
He's
what?
not. He's not going on dates.
Oh, yeah, no.
The only person
No,
he's going on a date
vacation.
with. All right, listen. The only person he's going on a date with is Jesus and the Bible.
Well, and Myron Gaines.
And Myron Gaines. Now we're getting to the heart of what's going on here, aren't we?
Sent you that screenshot too.
Sent you that screenshot, right? Gossiping around Andrew's back about what we think Andrew's up to, right? Our supposed friend, our buddy. So here's what this screenshot says. Are you ready? It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. You can see the duplicitous nature of Andrew Wilson based on this tweet. It's pretty brutal, not going to lie. Here's what I said. Myron Gaines had tweeted out, Tradcons can't out-debate fact. Marriage is a dying institution and religion can't save men from these promiscuous women. So I quote tweeted that and I said, yes, it can. And I can prove it can. Let's do a debate soon. I was unfortunately unable to make it to the last one because I had to cancel due to my baptism. But I'd like to take this topic on considering others won't. You can see, based on that tweet of me, I'm going to go debate this guy who I disagree with, that I'm doing something which is wrong, right? I'm in some sort of strange love affair with Myron Gaines. Fucking weirdo shit, dude. Why do people have to be weird about this kind of shit? NSX sends in $5 Australian, says $5 for the phone card in Tahiti, Dad. Appreciate that very much. Godin sends in $5, says you made them feel dumb. Now they're lashing out. Matt Belcher says, when your theology is me, and oh yeah, me, and I'm also all that matters, at some point you got to start stabbing backs because the whole, me thing. We'll always pick you, Andrew. It's just like, I just couldn't believe this. This was just out of the blue. I was not expecting this. I really was not expecting this.
Oh yeah. Wait, let me take a look at that again.
Yeah, look at your screenshots, bro. I sent you like 4 today.
Wait, what did you send him?
I sent him the DMs where Andrew knew exactly what we were supposed to debate about, and then
Now they're swapping DMs around, right? Remember an early conversation with Ashley. And of course, everybody always tells me this. I would never share DMs. And I'm always like, yeah, right. Especially when it comes to female. Like my biggest rule of thumb for people, this is what I would always follow, right? From now, it's a rule that I'm adhering to forevermore. Don't deal with female content creators, essentially ever. It's always, 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 always a bad idea. Just don't do it. I would highly recommend that you don't do that. Ever. Because the second they can, if they feel like something makes them look good and makes you look bad, they'll fucking, and whether there's context behind it or not, they'll pour that shit out. Just like never, I just don't trust any of them. Literally, I don't trust any of them. AC sends in $10 and says they're mad now. Wait till you blow up fresh and fit and keep talking to Benjamin Boyce with more and more big names seeking to debate here. They're mad you're leaving the arena for the big leagues. Totally, it's a crab in the bucket mentality. $10 from Nala Black says Alex is obsessed with Rolo and hates everyone who associates with him. The moment you started to become friendly with Rolo, your days with Alex were numbered. That's fucked up, though, dude. I never did anything but help this guy. Democracy is dead says nothing clever to say. Stay strong, Andrew. Alex is dumb. It's crazy. That's my recommendation. Anybody who's getting into any of this stuff, don't do any collaborations with women. Don't talk to them behind the scenes. Anything less than just like, yes, okay, here's the time and date, and that's it. Never talk to any of these people. It's never a good idea. $20 comes in from Leon on the Dono chat side. It says, please, can you call Rolo when he, or can you call out Rolo when he says that he's a Christian? Shaking my head. Of course. Of course, I'm happy to tangle up with Tomasi. You know what I mean? Happy to tangle up with Tomasi. But it's really interesting, like, Tomasi's never been anything but super respectful to me. Even when we're disagreeing, he's never been anything but super respectful. $4 comes in from Anonymous, says, I think Alex is still mad because Myron's girlfriend exposed the fabricated street interviews that he does. I don't know what their problem is with each other. What the fuck does any of that have to do with me? You know what I mean? Is it like you have to hate the people I hate or we can't be buddies? It's just like such low-tier bullshit. It's bad for business, too.
And I sent him the screenshot of Andrew on Twitter challenging Myron to a debate. And then also Andrew and Rolo Tomasi are like about to stream together again. So like it all is exactly what I said it was. Like
Andrew's a known fraud.
Well, he's getting in with the red pillars. So
He's getting in with the red pillars.
he doesn't want to like debate about them, which is why I thought it was weird that he agreed to do the debate, which actually didn't even agree to do them. He offered to do the debate.
Bullshit. And unlike Ashley, I'm not going to be releasing any of these DMs. She can release them. But just so that you know, she came to me, not me, her, big shock there, and said that she was looking for someone to do a red pill debate and asked me if I would. And then thanked me profusely because I agreed to do it because I wanted to help her channel out. That's it. I wanted to help her channel. So I agreed to do the debate. You know what I mean? Had I known, so what she's referencing is a DM where she said, the premise is going to be, is red pill content, blah, 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 blah. I don't remember exactly what it was. But regardless of what I agreed to, had I known for a second that what it was actually going to be was, hey, these people who you disagree with but work with from time to time, I want you to trash those people. Even though I'm on a stream with other people who I disagree with but also work with from time to time, am I supposed to trash them? Like if I go on Tomasi's show, am I supposed to trash Alex? Because I've never done that. If I go on this guy's show, am I supposed to trash Ashley? Because I don't do that. So it's kind of a fucked up position to put me in the first place to try to start reading DMs of all these different people who I work with inside the space for the purposes of debating their ideas and things like this. And and you want me to shit all over these people, that's just as messed up as if I was ambushed by Fresh and Fit, let's say, and they're like, oh, this person, Ashley and Alex, are you going to defend what they're saying here? Shit all over them, because that'll make me feel better. That's just fucking stupid. That's just stupid. Nick Ray sends in $5, says, only female commentator I trust is Lauren Chen. Check her out sometime. Became a fan of yours on whatever. Appreciate that very much. Appreciate it very much.
Which I appreciate, actually. Like, I appreciate it. I just wish he would have been honest about it. That's all. But I appreciate that he came on. It was fun.
I wish you would have been honest and told me that the entirety of what it was going to be was that you were going to shit on people who I sometimes work with on different shows in order to get me to shit on those same people so that we were in some kind of content war because you don't fucking like them. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Democracy is dead for $10 says, I heard Andrew, known fraud, got pissed, sent in more cash. Screw these idiots. Yep. Appreciate that. Melly sends in $5 says, didn't Ashley start freaking out one time on David from Church of the Eternal Logos? I don't know. You know, it's really funny, though, because I disagree with everybody who's currently on this panel. I disagree with all of the things that they say for the most part. I disagree with Ashley's position on abortion. I disagree with her position on Christianity. I disagree with Alex's entire pickup artistry. I disagree with them, yet work with them all the time. That's fine. You're not allowed to work with these other guys, though. That's not okay. Even if the whole thing is just going on the show, doing debates, things like that. Doesn't mean we're buddies. Doesn't mean we're pals. I work within the confines of the sphere so that I can debate these ideas. You know what I mean? It's fine for me to go on their show if I disagree with them. Not fine for me to go on the shows of these other people who they disagree with, though. It's fucking bullshit.
He's a fraud.
I like Andrew, but like he definitely like
Yeah,
trolled that
that was
whole
the
debate.
most bad faith fucking debate ever.
It was definitely yeah. He made a short or like a clip of it. Did you see that? Where you're accusing him to like be bad faith and blah blah blah. He's like making
Like he's doing right now. Now, first of all, I don't even make the clips on the Crucible's channel. I have a guy who is paid to make clips for the Crucible channel, and what he tries to do is find the most provocative, clickbaity ones that he can, because that's part of how YouTube operates. So he found something he thought people wanted to watch, and that's what he put up. Now, here's the funny part. Had either of these people, either of them, reached out to me and said, hey, look, I don't like this clip, or I don't like how it's represented, or if they'd even reached out to me and said I didn't like this debate and how I feel like I'm represented, I would have taken it down. I would have taken it down. Unconventional Man says, sad thing is, I first came across you from PWF channel, and I'll continue to support you, Andrew, and everything you're doing. Appreciate that very much. Very much from the Unconventional Man. No One to You for $20 says, I bet you money Alex will think different when he realizes a lot of us appreciated him hosting you as a moderator and not being a crybaby go-along. Yeah, this is bullshit. This is total bullshit. I didn't do anything to deserve this to either of these people. The Smoking Patriot sends in $5, says, wait, they don't know about the smokes I bought you where you're in the Bahamas? Yeah.
I like Rachel Wilson.
He's the epitome. That was the most bad faith. I
it
told
was bad faith. Yeah.
I explicitly told her, like, he texted me afterwards. He was like, yo, man, hope there's no ill will. I'm like, yeah, there's no ill will.
Yeah, I know. It's a totally bad faith, mean Andrew. I texted Alex after the debate, as Alex just said, and said, look, I hope there's no bad will. I did what I do on debates, and I came on to the debate and debated. That's what I did. So I texted him after, said, I hope there's no ill will here. We can continue to work together like we have for several years on content creation. What a scumbag I am.
We're cool, but I will never debate you again unless you explicitly agree to answer all my questions.
So it has to be an interview, not a debate. It's a fucking interview. He wants to do an interview. Doesn't know the distinction between a debate and an interview. Socratic method doesn't even work that way.
What did he say?
He sent me like a very long message explaining like something like about how like debate prompts or whatever.
Yeah. Whatever.
What a jerk. So in response to this, of him saying that to me, I sent Alex back a text and I said, listen, I just want to help you out and show you that if you have the positive position for X, here's how this would work in a debate, and this is something that I would work on if I were you. What a piece of shit I am. What a piece of shit I am.
Well, I sent you the DM. He knew exactly what the debate was about. And in the
Yeah,
description
you're
of the
right.
debate, it also said, yeah, you see.
Yeah, she's going to selectively send the DM without the context of the previous DM where she said she was looking for a fill-in on the red pill. You know what I mean? Kind of some mixed messages there.
Clearly, I told him exactly what it was about. And he even, in his reply, he even said they, meaning the content creators, not the red pill itself. He knew.
99.
And the description
Andrew's,
said red
wait,
pill
what'd you say?
creators.
Oh, you're out now?
Whatever. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Do
see
that.
ya, man.
If you know what you should have done? You should have pulled up that screenshot. Be like, what part of that is confusing? You literally agreed to it.
Well, I think that the reason that she didn't is because there was a previous. She would have had to pull up the previous message, which would have provided context, and that's a little bit more difficult then, right? $10 comes in from Jessica Tusi, who says, thanks for teaching me so much about debate tactics. It's going to be super helpful this year. My 14-year-old daughter has learned a lot too. Great. I hope that you guys enjoy the content.
I know. It was just so lost at the point like that.
Oh, yeah. Change the dono bar to the vacation fund. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Let's set like some absurd number on it too. Hang on. Here we go. All right, here we go. We'll set it up here. All right. Vacation fund. Let's set it for like let's set it for $2,000. $2,000 for the vacation fund. There we go. There's the vacation fund. Just for me to have set it for like 500K. Just for me to have some mojitos, you know.
And he went in his DMs, and you could tell when I said, I told you this, and he went and read it, and he was like, you could see on his face, he was like,
here's a $5 to light your cigar on a yacht.
oh, yeah, you're right. Like, but he just played it off. I was like, all right, whatever.
Andrew's a known fraud.
Here's what I think happened.
This dude just chimes in from time to time, and he's a known fraud too. Just for like every now and again, this dude just chimes in with nothing useful to say. Just like, and a known fraud. This dude who sounds like he has a speech impediment.
Okay, so here's my theory, is that he just doesn't know shit about the red pill. So, like, when I asked him, like, what are the red pill tenets, the only one he could give me is girls like taller guys. Like,
actually, no, I wasn't even giving you that as a tenet. I was giving you that as an example of how somebody would refer to some other thing's ontological nature, so that you would understand when I say I think that all these guys are trying to do is give it a descriptor for ontology. That's it. But they don't even understand what that word means. So what's the point?
yeah, oh, that's what the red pill is.
He
And that's
discovered
not,
fucking
like-
fire.
That's
So
The prior wolf sends in $20. Have a wonderful vacation. Will do.
that's not a red pill tenet. That's a common sense tenet.
exactly.
Well, right. It's an ontological tenet, right? It's just like saying part of the nature of this thing is to do X. Right? It's part of their being. Alex, debate coaching fund for $5 from Constreet.
So I think what it really is, he has no idea what red pill tenets are, and he didn't want to come off looking like, taking that optical, like, kind of L. I mean, like, yeah, honestly, I don't know. Like, tell me about them. So he just basically just decided to completely
But
prevent
even whenever
Yeah, that's true. I didn't actually even agree on tenet. I was just giving like an example of what one could
we
be.
told him about the tenets of the red pill, or even when I pulled up, like, I literally had whatever. It doesn't matter, because even when we did, he was like, by whose definition? And it's like,
Yeah,
what definition are you coming from?
Now, let me tell you what actually happened so that you understand. This is my perspective. Their perspective is Andrew just doesn't know anything. He's an idiot. Here's my perspective, okay? And I don't say this kind of stuff lightly, right? And if this little stream didn't happen, I would never say this. But I'm just going to tell you the truth so that you understand, okay? I'm an S tier debater, really S tier, past A tier. Okay? These people are F tier. I have been in the past so ridiculously charitable to them, so kind to them, and so charitable to them, to their positions, that I'll often guide them through their own arguments while we're debating, just to help them out, literally, and not make them look stupid. What happened is, it was the first time that these people have ever seen me actually give them a real debate. That was it. It's the first time they've ever actually seen that happen. And they were floored by it. They were flabbergasted by it, because I've always gone out of my way not to do that. Not to be particularly brutal. To be overly charitable to their stupid fucking positions. I've been way charitable. And so what happens is, the second they actually get a real debate, they start to understand the distinction between the two of us. This is what happens. Right? This type of cope and trash talking me and shit like this live on a stream. Didn't even reach out, nothing. By the way, neither of these people even reached out before they trashed me. The only thing that Alex reached out to do was try to get me on another panel last night, which I was happy to do. I said, sure, I'll do it. I was going to do it tonight, a panel with him tonight, if he was going to set it up. I didn't have any problems with the guy. They didn't know they had these fucking things lurking in their brain about me. No clue. They never said a word about it, except when I'm not around, you know. Skeeter sends in 10 Canadian dollars, says, is it really surprising a guy who lies about being 6 foot, edits pictures on dating apps is a gremlin? Take my money for your vacation. Look, I'm still not going to talk shit about him. I'm still not going to do it. I'm just going to address all this, and then that's the end of it. Really stupid fucking thing to burn a bridge over, I got to tell you. Democracy's Dead for $20 says, saying that some red pillar said something doesn't define what the red pill is. That is not hard. Enjoy a well-deserved vacation. Appreciate that very much. Well-deserved.
Then, bro, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, he set up. Here's what he did. He set up. It was a very bad faith strategy, which I saw through right away. So here's what he was doing. The reason he didn't want to give us any.
These people should never say bad faith. If they were smart, then they would understand that if you say that the opposition's being bad faith, that means you should be able to completely steamroll them. That's what you should be able to do if the opposition's being bad faith. Like, I would actually prefer if the opposition is bad faith, because it just makes me 10 times more effective. Skeeter McDank for 10 Canadian dollars says, another 10 for keep your morality and not talking shit. Enjoy your vacation. Appreciate that. Corinth says, I personally can confirm, even in the debate, you were wearing kid gloves at the Crucible. I really was. I really was. I'm ridiculously charitable to these people, all of them. Most of the smaller creators that I work with, which I don't even have to, by the way, I don't even need to work with any of them. I am ridiculously charitable to them. The people who have seen the kinds of debates that I can do are like, you know, they always are saying the same shit. You treat them with kid gloves, and it's like, well, yeah, I'm not trying to ostracize these people. I want to help them. Do everything I can to elevate other people's content as well. Mr. Darius for $5 says, how does being blacklisted by Destiny affect your business? Not even a little. I can't imagine taking all this dumb shit that personally like PWF and Destiny do. And bro, people go fucking crazy about this kind of stuff, I'm telling you. $10 from Shocky says, hope you all have a great vacation. Have a smoke for me. Ever since I watched whatever with you, been watching a lot of your debates, you're definitely S tier. Yeah, there's people who make these fucking things all the time on Twitch and things. I don't even worry about that stuff. You know what I mean? I don't even worry about it. That's not even my priority. I would never even say this stuff, except that I need to explain that the real counter here is that, you know, I was really doing these people quite the favor and have been for a long time. And I don't mind doing that, you know, especially people who were coming up with me at the same time, you know. But once it gets to the crab in the bucket, or these people want to start doing this kind of shit to me, like, fuck that. Raging Patriot for $2 says $2 for matches to light that big cigar on your vacation. Appreciate that very much. Hang on. More coming in on the dono side. $50 comes in from Anonymous, who says, please don't let it get to you. It can be hard to see when in the mix of things, but they're not capable of seeing truth even when it hits them in the face. I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm just going to address it, and then that's going to be it. You know what I mean? $20 comes in from Eponymous, who doesn't say anything, just want to show support for the stream. At the end of the stream, I'll add all the donos onto the bar, too. The Ray Can't for $5 says, are you going to stop being so charitable after this? No. There's still lots and lots of great content creators who I enjoy working with, and I want to help. I didn't realize that this would be a thing that people would want to burn a bridge over, especially when, like, you just can't even imagine how much I've helped these people out. And in exchange for that, all they did was shit on me. Are you done with PWF? Yeah. Yep, that's the end of that. I'm not going to make any hit pieces on the guy. I'm not going to talk any smack about him. I'm not going to do any of that. But, I used to enjoy going on his panels. I was happy to do so, But, yeah, I didn't realize that, losing a debate would make the guy this fucking irate.
Tenants, aside from the fact that he didn't know them, he could have easily Googled them, though, is because if he gives us a tenant, then we can pin him down on something, right? And then we have something specific.
Well, exactly.
Right. So then he was like, well, give me tenants. And then remember what I called this earlier? As soon as I gave him a tenant, he would say, oh, well, that's just what a content creator says. That's not what a red pill tenant is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You have to make the distinction between the two. That's your burden.
Okay, what's a red pill tenant? I don't have to tell you.
I don't. The burden's on you.
You tell me. Well, I just told you one. No, that's what a content creator said. Okay,
I've always been nice to Alex. Always. Always. Even when people try to shit all over him, I never joined in the bandwagon.
Separates something that content creators said from red pill tenants.
St. Albin sends in £5 and says, for a good old-fashioned English holiday. Appreciate that very much. Very much, St. Albin.
For you. So he set up an impossible standard where there's no way.
Yeah, the impossible standard was that you would have to make an argument for why this was actually bad, then clarify your terms for why it was bad, and then we could have a debate.
He did, but no, you're right. He did, but on top of that, he kept saying, well, that's just what a red pill content creator said.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that was the fucking debate prompt.
Yeah, but even so, you would still have to make the distinguishment between the two, what the red pill is versus what a red pill debate creator says. But I damn sure am not going to try to defend or attack these different people in the sphere who I'm about to go debate. And why would you want to put me in a position where I had to? That sound like something a buddy does? Something a pal does? No. $5 from NSX, who says these degens clearly have no idea what the red pill is. They only have a very surface level thing said by other creators. Shows how lazy they are researching info before forming opinion. Typical lefties. Yeah, this is fucking crazy to me.
Yeah,
It was specifically content creators, which you can see in your DMs right there.
No,
I
see it now. Yeah,
social media because that's not my style.
I wish you should.
Bro.
I wish I saw that. I wish I knew about that because I know you. But I was like, maybe told him.
Well, I told you that I told him it.
I've been in a tough spot the past few days with communists in my uni. Your content helped me keep my faith. Marxists are sadly winning here in Greece. I understand, Captain Vanisher. I get it. But keep the fight going. We need everybody in the trench. Everybody in the trench. It's always going to seem like you're on the losing end of this battle. That's how it goes, man. That's literally how it goes. E.T. sends in $10 and says, Ashley quoted Iron Rule of Tomasi 3 as a red pill tenet, while falsely claiming its premise is in regards to sex when it's actually in regards to display of genuine desire and interest. Yeah, but I mean, again, regardless of that, this is way overboard. You know what I mean? Way overboard in response, especially if they were that bothered by like this little clip or whatever that they're upset about. They could have just reached out and I would have just taken it down. Matt Belcher for $10 says you're S tier in YouTube entertainment, period. How are you and the fam doing with all the personal attacks? I don't even fucking worry about them, dude. Let people create lore about me. Let the entire internet talk about me. Let the entire internet discuss me. Let them launch me off into the fucking ethos. They'll be creating lore about me with millions of dollars in my pocket. Me and my wife ride off on a white horse. Fuck them. $10 or 10 gifted subs comes in from Testing Tolerance. I really appreciate that very much. Very kind of you. Very kind of you.
It was about the creators.
No, I know,
but like, I didn't know that
I thought
he
maybe
would
it was
actually
like
deny it. I didn't
Evan Lord for $5 says, I'm sorry to hear the news, but I'm not surprised considering he's a degen. Degens are close to sliding into evil.
know he would deny
Yeah,
it. We
for
talked
sure.
about that.
No, you're right. I would have never
I
predicted
thought that was ridiculous. I just honestly did not know. I couldn't even.
All Alex had to say was please, and he would have made his argument for him. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Was that an optical debate tactic, too, on my part? Of course it was. Of course it was. But if he had said please, I would have given him a great argument. But, you know, pride, right?
Fathom.
It's so funny. He's like, yeah, if I knew it was about red pill conquerors, I wouldn't have even come. Meanwhile, he's like,
If I had known that it was going to be you trying to set up people who I sometimes go on their shows and work with within the space, that the whole thing was supposed to be to get me to shit all over these people. Yeah, of course I wouldn't have come. Any more than I'd go on their shows to do that shit to you. You could have made all those arguments without bringing any of those people up. It wasn't even necessary. It's ridiculous.
That's what he said, and you just read the DMs. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't have been more clear
yo, you
about
should
what
do
it
a
was.
short. You should do a short where he says, if I knew it was about red pill conquerors, I wouldn't even come, and then just show that screenshot.
I know. I've thought about it. We'll see. Like, I've just been kind of over it for the last couple days, obviously, you know, because I was very frustrated, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Yeah, I like Andrew, but that was the most bad faith fucking
It
shit
was
I've
very,
ever
it was disingenuous
Don't sound like he likes me.
and dishonest of him. Yeah.
It was he does. You know how I was telling you he does that sometimes, but he took.
You actually told me ahead of this debate that you suspected this is what he would do.
That I wouldn't allow just an endless Q&A because that's not a debate. That's an interview.
Not
And
to this level, actually.
no,
not to
you
this
flat
level.
out told me that, and I will.
Not this
admit
bad.
I
Andrew's a
didn't.
bad faith debater,
I didn't agree
guys.
because I was just like, no, like he knows because I had this as you just saw, Alex. Again, I'm sorry, I keep reiterating, but you just read the DMs. Like, we
Sure was. A lot less drama when I had 9,000 subs. A lot less drama when it didn't have a huge audience. A lot less drama when it wasn't going on all these major shows. A lot less drama then. Curious, isn't it? Curious.
I don't like. It wasn't a secret. Like I just couldn't imagine that he would actually, like, in my opinion, basically lie. And so,
Yeah, I like Andrew. Let's talk shit about him.
You know, it would have been awesome. Actually, it would have been awesome if at the time you're like, let me take a second, share the screen, and show that conversation. That would be the ultimate slam dunk.
yeah.
To be honest, if you claim yourself to be an S-tier debater, why not be more formal with Matt Dillahunty instead of the memeing open?
It wasn't a memeing opening, and go fuck yourself and your band. Enjoy all three of those things, stupid ass troll.
I know. I was just everything had gone to shit already at that point, and I think that I was.
No, this was only like 10 minutes in.
Your whole problem there is that Matt's only an A tier.
No, I know. I was so shocked that it was happening that I just kind of was beside myself. Like, I've never had somebody that I kind of look up to or respect in a way, like, absolutely lie about something like that. Like, you've never
These
done that to
fucking
me.
people,
Like,
dude.
we've had our arguments, our disagreements, but like, if I have a valid point, you entertain it,
Yeah, they don't even know what bad faith
you
means.
talk about it honestly.
By the way, if somebody on the opposite side's being bad faith in a debate, it's my preference. I'll tell them they're being bad faith, but I would prefer that they were because I can make them look 10 times dumber.
Like, we work it out. And I've just never dealt with a content creator that was that, I guess, bad faith or
Yeah.
just
The
yeah.
worst coping I've ever heard.
Like, I've never had somebody flat out just legitimately lie about something like that. Somebody that's kind of well respected in a lot of sense, you know what I mean? Like, I was just like, wow, okay.
I've never seen someone take it. I've never seen him take it to that level. So, like, I would have never
Right.
predicted that he would take it to this level. You know, here's
Right.
what he typically does. He'll debate like more or less in semi good faith for like 30 minutes. Then he gets pressed on point. He does some bad faith shit for like 10, 15 minutes. Then he goes back.
So engage with your argument for the first 30 minutes directly, and then when I make a counter argument, then of course it's bad faith. Then it's bad faith because I made a counter argument. That's the bad faith part. Sim sends in $5. Thank you. Appreciate that. He says, I love your lives, FNF fan, by the way. What do you think of Candace Owen debating pearly things on the state of marriage currently? I'm going to reserve judgment on that. I'm not sure how Pearl's going to do on that one. We'll have to see.
I could be more or less okay. I've never
Right.
seen nonstop 3 hours of bad faith behavior where no answering questions, dodging every question, just refusing to engage.
And then after he wears every
It's not a fucking interview. It's a debate. You have to give me a position. After you give me a position, you have to define the position. And after you do that, you have to make an argument. Otherwise, we're not responding to anything. A debate isn't you take a positive position and then ask me questions about your fucking position.
everyone down and frustrates everybody.
Yeah.
Then he starts acting like he wants to debate the prompt, and it's like,
Yeah, then he
What?
wants to like debate definitions. What's the definition of this? What's the definition of that?
yeah, and it's like, and then just go on a counterattack and just start attacking your character.
Yeah.
instead
At that
of
point,
the
I was
topic.
like so fucking tired. I was like, oh my god.
I was so tired too. Yeah, exactly. It was 3 hours in, and it was just like,
Yeah, he gets like
bro,
fucking
like,
super powered by all the cigarettes he changed.
can we just like?
And
I can't actually believe that Alex went with you're bad because you smoke argument. Can't believe it. He really did the meme, you know. Andrew smoke, Andrew bad. Andrew smoke, so Andrew bad.
Can we just
Whiskey.
not anymore? Like, I'm
Don't
over
forget
this.
whiskey, dude. He's not gonna live to see
Yeah,
40.
I'm already 40, dumbass.
he's like, oh, I just got like 5 or 6 super chats. It's like 30 super chats later.
That's quite the dunk on me. Yeah, I got 4 or 5 super chats. And then, 30, 40 super chats later. By the way, I didn't even read them all. I couldn't even read them all. There were so many.
And they're all just like, Alex sucks ass.
Yeah, they're all
Or
just
they,
like,
or they were
Alex
like,
looks
or
at
they
me.
were like, here's for your vacation. Have
Just for your vacation. Oh, sometimes the cell phones, not cell phones, but the self owns. Sometimes the self owns are just a little over the top, aren't they?
fun.
Here's
Like,
for your new cigarettes.
yeah, and you're
Andrew Starr for $5 says every time I hear this woman, she's just blowing Alex riding his nuts the whole time. It's annoying as hell. It's fucking ridiculous.
cigarettes and your whiskey. I mean, which whatever. Hey, and having said all that, like, I honestly mean this. Like, I do find Andrew to be very entertaining. And again, behind the scenes, a totally different person. I understand that
different
this is a
person.
character.
So here's what they're saying here. Behind the scenes, when I'm not debating, as I've made this distinction 50 times, when I'm doing a debate, my job's to represent a worldview the best I possibly can. Behind the scenes with almost every content creator, I'm kind to them. I do everything I can to boost their content. I do everything I can to help them that I can possibly think of. And I've always been that way. Always been that way. The difference is that I don't sit around on here and ever brag about it. I don't have to do that. You know what I mean? It doesn't come up that often. Why would it? Who cares? It's frankly not anybody's business that I happen to be a nice guy. You know what I mean? It's not the concern of everybody. Now, the worst thing you can do is help people out and then brag about it. You know what I mean? And bring that shit up, but they're bringing it up. They're bringing it up as like an attack. When he's debating, he's ruthless, which I'm supposed to be. But, behind the scenes, when we're setting up content and when we need help and when I want to have a 2-hour-long conversation about an argument that I want to craft, this guy does everything he can to help us. What a fucking scumbag I am. What a total scumbag. Derek for $20 says the first mojito on the beach is on me. Appreciate that very much. Coden sends in $5 says, are you going to try to talk to Alex about this? Maybe sing some kumbaya? No. I'm done. You only get to do this to me once. And then you've shown me everything I need to know about you. John the Sock says, I appreciate that you may punch someone in the face, but you don't stab them in the back. Thanks for being consistent and honest. Yeah, I don't. Listen, I've never done anything but help these people. Never done anything but help these people. Nothing but help them. $10 comes in from Fran, who says, why would someone go on Alex's show now, seeing that he will shit talk those he disagrees with outside debates? It's fucking bullshit. This whole thing is bullshit. Should never have happened. If they had these kinds of problems with me, they should have discussed it with me. Shouldn't have tried to go and trash me. You know what I mean? It's bullshit. Andrew's failing microphone cord. Sorry about falling out on you. Take this for the vacation fund. Appreciate that. You can see the vacation fund is stocking up. The mojitos are coming, ladies and gentlemen. Shockey gifts a Crucible membership. Really appreciate that very much. So do all the people who get those gifted memberships. $20 comes in from Dan Beckman. Andrew, you are obfuscating, and if you don't answer all of my gotcha questions, you're bad faith. And if you ask me what those words mean, then you're even more bad faith and you're obfuscating. It's bullshit. Again, total bullshit. These people have no idea. They have no fucking idea how overly charitable I've actually been. You know? I mean, I could do a trash talk, just fucking wreck these people. I'm still not doing any of that. I'm just going to go through this, right? And then people will know why it is that I'm just walking away from it. Done. And that's the end of it. They can respond, not respond, but I'm done. Done. Anyway, I'll add up all your dono chats at the end of this and put it up on the dono bar. They keep on flooding in. Really appreciate that very much.
No, he really is behind the scenes. Totally different. Like he's just
But this is like
He's totally nice to everybody behind the scenes. Totally kind to everybody behind the scenes. Totally helps out everybody behind the scenes, even when he doesn't have to. What a piece of shit.
the thing is also like what makes it even worse is that like I consider him like a not like a good friend but a friend, and like
yeah, this is exactly how I treat my friends. The first thing I do. This is exactly how I treat my buddies. No one to you sends in $20, says, I might still have the top non-simp comment on the stream, probably because I never lost a debate. Because I either win the audience or I learn. Period. Yes, that is a really good way to be, bro. You can't actually lose a debate, just so you know. It's impossible. All you can do is learn. Sad, but it is sad what people will say behind your back. Yeah, well, I mean, this wasn't even behind my back. I said it in a way that I could hear it, I guess, ultimately.
Like, I don't know, to have like a friend like behave like that, you know why he does it, because he's competitive, right? But like, okay, I understand like you want to win, but it's like if you and I have a race, we're gonna run against each other, and then I hire a hitman to fucking break your knees because I want to win the competition. That's like
right. If you pull a Tanya Hart,
see, that's what this whole thing is, right? The first time I never held these people's hands in a debate. It was the first time I wasn't so overly charitable in making their arguments for them and leading them down the path without being overly mean. It's the first time they actually got to see what a real fucking debate looked like. What a real Bloodsport debate looked like. Axeman sends in $5, says, have yourself some Zen for whatever appearances. Yeah, of course. Of course. Philip Laughlin sends in $5, says, these weenies are whining more than my 4-month-old. Buy a mojito for me. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that very much. Siege D says, business, relationship status with Raging Tomato. I didn't see her on here trashing me. I didn't see her on here saying anything about me. But the new rule implementation is just always going to be, no matter what, when it comes to a content creator who's a female, just always going to be strictly business, nothing outside of that. No, how's your family? No, how are you doing? Because it's just so many times now dealing with female content creators, the second they can, here's this DM that'll make you look bad, contextualized or not. Here's the this, here's the that we're going to do to you, every fucking time. It's just not even worth dealing with them.
That's going past competitive. That's just like fucking just cheating.
I'd love to know where you can find that.
And to be honest, too, like, I think, like, especially because the debate prompt and the description of debate, the same prompt I sent to everybody that everyone agreed on was content creators, period, end of story. And then I think that, honestly, the two of our, like, opening statements were really good. They made sense, and
they fucking sucked. They were terrible opening statements. And you'll notice the distinction between mine and yours. Mine was going after what I thought this thing was, and what my specific objections could be depending on what you were trying to say harm was. So I defined why I have a differential of what harm is from you, differential of possibly what the nature of this actual packet work from the red pill is. All of these things I outlined in my opening. That's an opening. What an opening statement isn't is, this content creator said this thing I don't like. Nah.
It was just like, this is the way it is. And I truly could see his wheels turning, and he was like, fuck, I'm gonna like totally derail this and change the goalposts and like redefine the debate. Like, I honestly,
We really wanted you to talk shit about Rollo Tomasi and Pearl Davis, Andrew, and you didn't.
I saw it happening, and I was
And then after that, I didn't talk any smack about these people either.
just dumbfounded. Like,
Taylor Dutton sends in $5 and says, days at the salt mine a lot easier when the Crucible goes live. Appreciate that very much. Very kind of you. Over on the Dono chat side, $20 from the Commonwealth says, can we get a Dono bar set up for this vacation fund? We already got it. It's right there. You can't even miss it, brother. You can't miss it. $5 comes in from NSX, who says in Alex's voice, I was tricked. I was told I'd be debating the Wilson from the Castaway film. Obfuscating. This is obfuscation. $20 comes in from somebody said that's Alex PWF, I guess, who says, please. I don't know what that means.
wow, I don't know. I didn't see that. I didn't see it coming. But hey, whatever. Now I know.
I didn't see this coming.
A lot of things coming. I didn't see that level. Like, in reality, no one wanted to be because there.
Andrew, you're the best part of PWF's channel's content. I'm amazed you managed to tolerate Alex for so long. I liked the guy. I genuinely liked the guy. I've made content with this guy for years. You know what I mean? Like, this sucks. This is not fun for me. This fucking sucks. I'm not thrilled about it. You know what I mean? I like making content with other creators, whether they're smaller than me or not. I like making good content with people that people want to watch. So yeah, I mean, this sucks. I'm not happy about it. You know, $10 from Tolerant Cam says, would you continue to deal with Alex if he apologized? I'm done. Okay, I'm fucking done. I know how this goes. You know, I've become some kind of target in these people's minds. I don't know how you get around that. You know, but this is like way over the top. It'd be one thing if they like did a little snipe or something like that, and they were just like maybe, you know, poked at me a little bit. But this goes on for a long time of these people talking shit about me. Raging Tomato says, heartbroken. Sorry to hear this. Enjoy the vacation. I'm claiming Switzerland on this. Never asked you to get involved in the first place.
There was no debate. No debate happened. There was no debate. This was just a petty argument about how to start the debate, essentially.
Yeah, it was petty. This is petty.
Exactly. Yeah. And then just a bunch of like fucking, I
Like
don't know.
A mini debate happened with Sergio. Like maybe a little bit of a debate happened with Sergio. You know, I told you.
Sergio's so funny.
I told you over text.
Sergio's one of the good ones. Testing Tolerance gifts 5 Crucible memberships. Appreciate that very much.
My biggest regret is that I think like 40 minutes in, I should have been like, okay, Andrew, let me know when you're ready to answer questions. Just like start talking to Sergio. And if Andrew tries to interject, be like,
Alex Ashley going to 100% drop a video on you and expose you. I don't give a shit what they do. I won't be responding to any of it. Right? I wish them all the best in this field. I hope that their content does very well. I'm going to do absolutely nothing to sabotage them in any way or nor hinder them. I'm just going to respond to this as they made this stream on me. So I'm going to respond to it, and then that's the end of it. And people can contextualize whatever the fuck they want. It's totally up to them. But this fucking sucks.
Andrew, unless you're ready to answer a question, shut the fuck up. Anyway, just go back to Sergio. Just kind of like treat him like a child who's misbehaving.
And I should have, you know, if I would have just, I guess.
Michelle sends in $10, says, here's to the mojitos. I hate that this happened. I understand reevaluating boundaries, but I do hope this can be worked on. Listen, I'm just going to tell you right now. Best thing you can do when shit like this happens, walk away. And don't engage in some elongated war. Don't engage in some fight with these people. Don't engage with, I'm just not going to engage with any of it. Just walk away. They can do their thing. I'm not going to get bogged down with any of this. It sucks. I'm not thrilled about it. You know what I mean? It blows my mind that it's even happening, but I know better. You know? People don't talk to you like this, about you like this, if they're on your side and they're your buddies. Okay? No matter how upset they get. They damn sure don't talk about you like this and then, you know, go to you the next day and say, hey, you want to jump on this panel that I'm doing? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is that? This isn't how people who like you and respect you talk about you. That isn't how this works. You know? That's not how this goes. Andrew Starr says, sucks to be betrayed by a friend. Sorry, Drew. It's just part of the fucking space.
Again, saw this coming as well. I would have just had the actual...
No, losing... none of these people are going to hinder the success of the Crucible. They're never pertinent to it in the first place. We help them. They're not helping us. You know, it's like, it's just fucking ridiculous. You know, it's just ridiculous. And no, I'm not looking for an apology. I'm not looking for anything from anybody. I don't need anything from anybody. You know, it was requested that I come do this debate. It was requested of me, so I went and did it. I thought a friend was asking me to. $50 comes in from Fade and says they ride your coattails with knives in their hands. Shake them loose. Your content's fantastic. Find new creators to work with that aren't snakes. Yeah, I get it. It just sucks. You know, it just sucks. That's all. You know, like it actually, on a personal level, this one hurts. Because, you know, this guy, you know, when I was coming up, you know, this guy was around. We talked on the phone for hours and hours. I helped him with all sorts of arguments. I helped him with contacts. I was always right there to do debates on his channel. I dual stream him. I spoke very highly of him. This one hurts.
Screenshot like that I shared with you.
By the way, appreciate the huge $50 donation. It's very kind of you. I'll add, like I said, I'm going to add all these on the dono chat. Let's see, maybe I can take a fucking vacation.
Him, like, obviously understanding this was about creators. You can see the way he worded his response. It was not, nothing about that said the red pill, like, ideology. It legitimately said the creators, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right, John Easton. I don't hate Alex for this. I'm just disappointed, right? I don't fucking hate Alex for this either. I don't hate either of these people. I wish them all the best. I'm just going to respond to it, and then that's the end of it. Just move on.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And I guess I would have titled the stream creators, but you know, like a stream title, you can't make the title like 5 miles long. You summarize it a little bit, but like the prompt is the prompt. And I feel even Sarah read the prompt out before the debate started and it said creators. So
I thought she did a fine job for her first time moderating a debate. That was a hard debate to moderate. That was a really hard debate to moderate. I thought she did a fine job.
I still just don't understand.
And by the way, I told her that and told her to keep going. Very encouraging. I was like, keep going. Do it again. You know, there's so few really decent moderators in this space. Like, keep going. Don't stop. You know, Andrew Starr sends in $5 and says, this is feminine destructive behavior. Reputation sabotage is textbook toxic femininity. Be careful with the red pill people. They do a lot of this too. Yeah, I know. Well, just creators in general do.
Understand how that happened. Like, what? Like, you know, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like I said, my theory is that he just honestly doesn't know much about this stuff. And then he was like, as the debate started, like, holy shit, I don't actually know much about red pill tenants or like even any of this. So like, it's better if I just stonewall the whole
Now,
time.
my theory is
Yeah, they betrayed you, especially Alex. I see how that would affect you. Yeah, it hurts, man. It's like, it hurts. I've really just, and I'm being totally honest when I tell you this. I have really just done nothing but help that guy. I've never done anything that I can even think of to hurt that dude. Ever. I can't think. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe, to be like maximum charitable here, but I've just never done anything to this guy except help him. Matt Belcher sends in $10, says, trying to keep my super chats positive. Got to have the coolest job ever. I get paid to drive around all day delivering food, listening to Andrew Wilson debates. That is a fine job. I have a great job too. It's just that sometimes this is the shitty part of it.
That he's becoming really fast friends with whatever podcast Pearly things, and he's definitely working his way into Fresh and Fit podcasts and stuff like that.
So that's what this is all about. I hate these fucking people, and Andrew works with these people. Yet I get DMs constantly from people who say, why are you dealing with Alex? Why do you even go on his channel? Why do you deal with any of these small creators? You'll see this shit in the Discords. People be saying that in the Discord. Are you fucking serious? Why are you even dealing with these people? And I'm like, mind your own business. Mind your own business, not your concern. You know what I mean? But there it is. That's what it really is. What it really is that they're upset that some people that they don't like, that I'm able to debate with these people. That's it.
And also with the TradCon and the Red Pill debates going on Twitter right now.
Well,
and the fact that he
worse.
literally released a video after we did that debate, like within hours, he released a video saying how
I didn't release shit. I have a paid clips coordinator. He takes care of all of that. And if that had been a problem, right? I don't even pay any attention to the clips. You guys know that? I rarely even pay attention to the clips. That's just part of the YouTube process. That whole thing is farmed out. And if that had been a problem, if they had let me know, I would have just taken it down. If that had caused them offense, especially Alex. Like Ashley, I don't care so much, right? But Alex, I do. I did like this guy a lot.
Red Pill can help Christianity. So
yeah,
it's all part of his plan. It's all part of his plan to connect the Red Pill and TradCons and Christianity so that he doesn't look like a hypocrite.
There it is. Even though my job as a Christian is to try to make Christians out of red pillars, that's literally my job, and to argue against their positions because that's my job, and to be charitable towards their positions so that I can understand them the best way I possibly can before I destroy them in favor of the religious arguments. That's my job to do that. It's what I'm supposed to do. Right? But this, if you notice that she said the word hypocrite, that's what this is about, right? It's all about hypocrisy. What neither of these people understood the entire debate, and it wasn't even worth explaining it to them, is that the entire time they're trying to make you look like a hypocrite, they don't even understand that that's a fallacy. It's called an appeal to hypocrisy. I could be the worst hypocrite who's ever lived, and it would not negate the fact that I make structured arguments that you can't defeat. It wouldn't matter if I did the exact same things that I'm arguing against. It still wouldn't matter. And they're so low tier, they don't even understand that the argument from hypocrisy is fallacious. There's actually a social science study done on this called the MATH. You can look this up. All about why people use an argument to hypocrisy. And it's because if they can't beat the message, they try to destroy the messenger.
And like a clout chaser for becoming red pill.
Oh, that's even worse.
That's what it is. You look at it, and that's what it is.
Yeah, me saying, "Oh yeah, I'll debate you red pillars on your bullshit." That's me becoming a red pillar. That's what all of this shit is actually about. It's some kind of agenda. So this is that whole. I explained this before. It's guilt by association, right? Yet it's okay for me to associate with you guys. And the people who talk shit about you to me, right? I'm supposed to push those guys off to the side and say, no, I'm not guilty by just associating with these people, right? But on the flip side, it's like, nope, if you're associating with people I don't like, though, then it's guilt by association. That's the entire thing. The whole fucking thing is just guilt by association. You're not allowed to go and do these debates. You're not allowed to go do this fucking shit. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Everything on his Twitter feed, and then plus the 3 videos he's released since our debate, where
I haven't released any videos since her debate. And to my knowledge, the Clips guy only released one video since the debate.
he is connecting Christianity and the red pill, and
I'm not connecting Christianity and the red pill. I'm saying that there might be intersections where the red pill agrees with Christians, and there might be intersections where Christians agree with the red pill. But I have to understand in complete totality the position so that when I go to debate with the biggest representations of this, that I'm totally informed about what it is that they're going to say and do so that I can wreck their arguments. It's just crazy. Testing Tolerance sends in $5, says on a 4-day weekend here, take the vacation, Andrew Tolerant Cam. I think we're going to get there because $10 comes in from Obfuscation, who says, thanks for utilizing me so much. Hope we can work together again soon. $13.24 from Testing Tolerance says, for some Camel Reds on your vacation. Not going to go that route, but I do appreciate the $13. $10 from New York City Sewer Rat, who says, sucks that this happened. Alex just mad that he got felted. Now he's coping. This whole thing is a fucking cope, yes. $100 from Dex. Andrew, you've always been genuine from the beginning. Many years on your baptism. Many years. Thank you very much. Huge $100 donation towards my vacation that I didn't know I was taking, but I appreciate it very much. The $100. Ian sends in 100 MKD, says the baptism exposed the demons. I just can't, it's still hard for me to wrap my head around this. You know what I mean?
justifying why he's hanging out with red pill guys. That's what it's about, and that's why he didn't want to actually debate the topic.
By the way, Crown's in chat, $100 super chat from Dex. Very kind of you.
Because if he did, he would have to admit that these guys are not promoting Christian values, period.
You know, if you don't release the short, maybe I will if you're...
I never said that they were, but you guys don't either, but I engage with you. Is abortion a Christian value, Ashley? No, but I engage with you. Is pickup artistry a Christian value? No, but I engage with you.
Okay with it, Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do it.
Because fucking...
Ashley says, do it. Get him.
Did he talk shit about us after the debate?
No, I didn't. I literally didn't. Now, I know this is going to be hard for people to believe, but usually after a debate, I don't even pay any more attention to it. The debate is done. There's been a couple where I've had to where people go fucking crazy, like what happened with Dillahunty. But usually after a debate, I don't even talk about it anymore. And people who are viewers of the channel know that.
Yeah, you specifically, more you. But
That never fucking happened. I did not talk any shit about Alex. That's bullshit. I didn't say a word about him. Didn't say a single negative thing. The only thing that I said was, I think I made one post in the Discord where I explained why the debate went the way that it did. And even then, I didn't say anything bad about this guy. That's a total fucking lie.
yeah.
Oh, what did he say?
Yeah, what did I
It's
say?
in that video. I mean, and the title of it is something like coping about not understanding how to something about that. I don't know.
Fuck it.
I sent
Okay.
you the link. It's in your messages. I sent you the link.
Well, let's see what video she's talking about so that I know. Because I didn't know I released a video about any of this. So let's find out what video I released. Well, let's see. Under videos, I have Andrew explains how to merge the Christ pill and red pill. Anti-red pill debate explodes as they can't get their arguments together. And then after that, whatever simps let his girlfriend do OnlyFans. So the only video that I've released, or the channel's released, is anti-red pill debaters explode as they can't get their arguments correct. That's it. Literally, that's it. And that was just a clip from the debate. No, I didn't release any videos talking shit about Alex. That's bullshit.
No,
That one's
what's
fine,
wrong with
that one's
Salt Daddy
fine.
game? What do you got against Salt Daddy game?
Hang on.
It's because
No.
unless he's a moron,
About us after the debate?
yeah, you specifically, more you. But yeah,
Oh, what did he say?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. I didn't say fucking. That's what I said. Nothing.
It's in that video. I mean, and the title of it is something like coping about not understanding how to something about that. I don't know.
Fuck it.
I sent
Okay.
you the link. It's in your messages. I sent you the link.
I'm gonna.
Was it actually talking shit, or is it just him being Andrew?
No, he posted a clip of the debate itself where he's
Uh-huh.
talking shit, and then the title.
I wasn't. Nope. There was nothing inside the debate itself. What the fuck is it? So a clip got posted of the debate. That's it. There's no video of me talking shit about this guy. That's all. That's just nonsense made up. User $5 says, congratulations, welcome to true success. Being shat on and betrayed by those around you is a clear sign you're ascending in your profession. Yeah, I guess, man. But, you know, I try to set all the feelings aside, right? But I guess this one hurts my feelings a bit. It does. This one actually hurts right in the feels. You know what I mean? Because I consider this guy a friend. I've talked with him for hours and hours. You know, done everything I could to help this guy. This one hurt. It does, man. It hurts. Wicked Wally sends in $5. Says, still on vacation, but I wanted to take a moment to quote Rocky V and say you should have left him in the gutter where you found him.
And description of it is talking shit in and of itself, and then everybody's talking shit on Alex in the comments, and this, you know what I mean.
Oh, I see. So underneath the clip, a bunch of people go in and they're talking smack about Alex in the comments section. That's me doing that, by the way. That's me doing that. That's me talking smack about him.
But like that's essentially what it's. Which, fair enough. I mean, it is a clip from the debate we did, and it
Boy, backpedaled real fucking quick on that, huh?
is what it is. But it's obviously the whole reframing of how things actually happened, especially when you see the DMs between me and Andrew. It's like this. It's a lie. This is a twist of reality because he knew what it was about, and this is a cope. Like, again, whatever.
So I think Andrew's a fraud.
I mean, we're all frauds in our own ways.
No.
I'm not hating on him, but that.
Yeah, you're fucking hating on me.
But the lies, where he lied about what the debate topic was, when I know he knew what it was, because
there is no way that I had any precognitive understanding that what you guys were going to do was literally try to pinion me into a debate where I have to defend people that I disagree with fundamentally so that I would have to shit on them. That's a really shitty position to even put me in, by the way. Siege D for $5 says, yo, Andrew, I'm a 23-year-old ex-Roman Catholic red pill aware guy. I follow Rolo, Sartain, Glenn Lawrence. What else can I be doing? Work and faith-wise. You can hop in the Orthodox Discord, homie. And those guys will help you out. You know what I mean? Those guys will help you out.
Unless he's a moron, you know, which he's not. He had to know what it was because he engaged with me in our conversation privately, understanding full and well, and even using language that
this guy just like chimes in from time to time to be like fraud.
You know, corroborated that he knew full and well what it was. So, whatever.
Damn, that's cray. By the way, Ashley, I didn't want to ask during that debate because I didn't want to let them like fucking divide us up. But I was curious. You said there's like some things you disagree with me on. What were those things? I mean, no hard feelings, obviously. I'm just curious.
No, just with PUA in general and certain things that I've spoken out about. Like,
well, then how dare you collaborate with Alex if you disagree with him on his pickup artist shit? How dare you? How dare you collaborate with him if you disagree with him? You're just trying to get into the red pill because you're a hypocrite. Just what a bunch of shit.
Whenever it's been brought up, mostly on here, on Greg's stream or other streams than your own, because when I'm on your stream, it's about a debate typically and not about PUA stuff. But like just some stuff, but you yourself say that like, you're like, you know, but like Salt Daddy Game I'm not a fan of that, but I've said that before, and other things in general with PUAs, not just you.
Well, how could you collaborate with this guy that you disagree with? How could you do that? What kind of hypocritical person would collaborate with people they disagreed with? What the fuck? Subsequent Snowman sends in $50, says, congratulations to you and Rachel on your baptism. I really appreciate that. It's the thing in my life I'm the most proud of. I know it was a long catechism, but it's the thing in my life I'm the most proud of that I've ever done in my entire life. And I feel like I've made some significant accomplishments. But that's the thing I'm the most proud of, to be honest with you. So I appreciate that. Huge $50 super chat as well. Dex gifts 20 Crucible memberships. Very kind of you, Dex. I really appreciate that. And I hope all of you get a gifted Crucible membership who wanted one for this, I guess, after Christmas, right? Number one to you for $10 says, sir, I just turned 34 years old. I was born into what I was. I was born in Albuquerque. That's a fail. And yes, you could have helped that. I'm not sure how, but you should have done something about that. I have never been more wronged by anyone than people who were close. They don't care if they lie. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, man. I do. But you got to do something about the Albuquerque situation. And by the way, thank you so much, Dex, for the 20 gifted Crucible memberships. You guys are extremely kind. Very nice. You looks like I'm going to be taking a vacation after all, you know?
But just PUA stuff in general, which what Andrew was trying to do is lump you in with like the John Anthonys of the world. And I don't agree with that. But like there are some ideologies or like just some, I guess, tricks of the book or whatever that inherently I just don't agree with. But again, there's some things I don't agree with everybody on, and it doesn't mean that I don't agree with them.
You don't agree with my number one trick?
Worship Ministries says 100%. I tried to tell Andrew this multiple times about the drama on the fringe of the channel, but I don't think he sees my comments. Jezebel's after him like stink on crap. Yeah, this is pretty over the top, I must admit. I really didn't see this coming, and I probably should. But I just really didn't.
We're just making a porno, having a big dick, and then sending it to a bunch of girls. And then, yeah,
that one's
What's
fine.
wrong with
That
Salt
one's
Daddy
fine.
game? What do you got against Salt Daddy game?
No, I just
girls typically don't like it.
right,
I'm just
exactly.
fucking
Like I'm
around.
just
I
not
don't
a
even
fan.
like it.
But Alex said he's not saying he promotes it or suggests it. But if you
I
want to
tried
do
it. I
it,
don't
here's
know.
how
Salt
to do
Daddy
it.
game
I mean,
is
whatever.
hard.
$15 from Senior Sandman, who says, on your vacation, if you weren't a decent guy, you could use this to snort coke off a 304's ass. Oh, that was a pretty brutal super chat there, Senior Sandman. That was pretty funny. That was pretty good. Pardeep sends in 449. I don't know. I think it's like $5 equivalent US. He says, from a poor country, try and do the right thing with my hard-earned money. Have a great vacation. Well, look, always think of me last. Think of yourself first. Think of your family first. If there's anything left over, that's all you'd ever send to the Crucible. But I do appreciate it. It looks like you guys are going to send me on a vacation after all. That's maybe I'll take a stop off and visit my parents again. I hadn't done that in years. Last time I went to Santa Barbara, I did, and that was great to see them again. It just had been years because of the distance. Maybe I'll stop off and do that again, you know.
I don't like
there's-
ethically. One thing I think that's unique about my channel, yeah, maybe I'm sure other channels do this, but I don't like to ethicalize something.
Ethicalize?
Unless it
Is ethicalize a word? Let's find out. Is ethicalize? I see ethicality. I see ethicize. I've never heard of ethicalize. I've just never heard of it before. Corey Gardner sends in $5, says, this unnecessary bashing on Andrew is indicative of the ungrateful culture we're experiencing today. Enjoy the vacation, BPF. Amen, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting it. I just wasn't expecting this.
also needs to be ethicalized. Pedophilia, okay? I'll take a position on that. That's super fucked
Right.
up.
Mr.
Right?
Slave.
I'm not gonna be
Master.
always like neutral, but on like things that are like in the middle, I try not to like ethicalize. Like I'll tell people where I
Ethicalize.
stand on it, but
Right.
I
And
won't
you
be like,
do that. Yeah.
yeah, I won't be like, oh, you shouldn't do that just
Or
because
like
I don't
another
do
one
that.
would be like the like sending fake dick pics, right? Like, and again, you said you're not saying, but you've done it as an experiment. Like, I don't like, I wouldn't send a fake vagina picture. You know
Why
what I
not?
mean? Like, you
It's
know what I
not. It's
mean?
not the same, Ashley. Okay, with vaginas, there's no size. Uh,
I know, but
listen,
I'm just saying
listen.
those would be the things
It-
that specifically, if you're asking, which you did, you know.
listen.
Cole Marsh sends in 20 Canadian dollars, says, "You're amazing. Appreciate that very much." The Commonwealth sends in $2, says, "Confusing ethicalize with breathalize." Yes.
It's not
10,
something I
10
just
years
speak
ago,
out
I had a
about.
tiny penis, and then it kind of I followed some
I've
of Mr.
seen your
X's advice,
penis in a porno. I know.
but that was a long time ago. And then I followed Mr. X's advice, and it became huge. Just
Same.
I put some
I'm 11 and
fertilizer
a
in my
half
balls,
inches.
and then it just
Right.
grew.
But like that specifically would be the thing. Like, and again with the difference too between, so like Andrew was trying to say like, oh, you're talking about like sleeping with a bunch of girls, blah blah, but the difference with in my opinion, like why I don't take issue when you're talking about sleeping with women is that you also say you don't shame women for sleeping with men.
Okay. What about the Mindo? That's why. Testing Tolerance sends in $5, says, "I switched from Marlboro Red shorts to Camel Reds. Give it a try. I'm not pressuring you to open an OnlyFans here. Just one pack. Do I have to send you a carton?" Yeah. Yeah. $5 from No One to You says, "There's no stopping hatred. Even when everyone knows, and even when they're on video apologizing, doesn't matter. You piece of shit, you. Let them do drugs. Yeah, let them be degens." So it's what about the Mindo? The thing is that I don't blame you for doing this thing that I disagree with because you hold men to the same standard. So therefore not a hypocrite. That's what the argument is.
That is where the inherent difference is in like these content creators promoting sleeping around, but then also just talking shit on women. And then you, which I've really never just heard you talk shit on women ever.
Just as friends.
That
Not for sleeping around. I'll talk shit.
well,
on
no, I
forever.
mean not women as a gender.
No, of course not. I love women,
No,
but
like you love women, even in our debate. Like
I am
I
dating
keep
one.
saying that. Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
it's fine. But that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. But I just didn't even. I wasn't even given. Andrew, it turned into the Andrew show, and I just wasn't even really. At that
This
point
is a side
again,
note.
I was just done.
This is a side note. The shaming women for sleeping around is not a pick.
It turned into the Andrew show. Wait, you mean the guy who had the huge draw and brought 1.4 thousand people to that debate live? You mean the guy who you just got done saying is a sophisticated entertainer and an excellent debater? Really? Is that what it turned into? $5 from Itzak says, "The most frustrating thing is when people say A means B that to C related to D, saying E, F, G, H, I, etc. Others think A equals Z." Right. So you're saying they'll take an assertion and then it's just an assumed true assertion. So that leads, now it's A leads to B and then so B to C, right? So it's all just both opponents, right? It's just bullshit. These people have no idea what the fuck they're even talking about. And I've been, again, super overly charitable, maybe too charitable. $25 comes in from Yuli, who says, "For your degenerate cocaine rampage in the Bahamas." $10 comes in from Will Need Heart. Appreciate that. I'm going to put all this up on the Dono chat. You'd be surprised how much, how much we get in. You know what I mean? And, yeah, I really appreciate it. It's very kind of you guys. I'm sure that'll piss these guys off, by the way.
Pickup thing. It's a red pill thing. In the pickup community,
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly the difference. Yeah. Which is why when Andrew was trying to pit me against you by saying, like, well, you're shaming them for sleeping around, but PUAs do it too. But he was lumping all PUAs in together.
Just like you were lumping all red pillars in together. And that's the end of the argument. just defeated her own argument. You're lumping them all in together, right? That's the problem. So you have to make a distinction between what the thing is and then what the creator is who's saying the thing. Just like that. Defeated the entirety of her entire argument for the debate. Just like that. But wait, you're lumping them all together. Yep, that's right. Can't do that, can you? That's all bad, isn't it?
Which is exactly like that.
He also, I know he understood this. He personally didn't understand my analogy about how, like, with the OnlyFans thing. I was like, okay, so if you take, I was like, listen, you if you're saying that OnlyFans is bad, and then you create your own version of OnlyFans, he's like, well, I haven't seen the information. I'm like, just assume I'm taking it face value. It really was a struggle to get it out of him. I guess in this situation, if what you're saying is true, yeah, they'll be kind of bad. I'm like, okay, good.
Nope. That's not what happened either. I said, if that's true, I'm against it. And that would be immoral. That's what I actually said. That's it. I just said, I don't know if that's true or that's not true, but if it were true, hypothetically, then yeah, I'd be against that. Very simple.
But I think he was trying to make the analogy. But Alex, if you had an app that would you allow photos of half-naked girls? I was like, first of all, I don't have an app like that. But yeah, I don't care. He's like, see, you're a hypocrite too. I'm like, there's a big difference. I don't talk against OnlyFans.
Right. It's not hypocrite. Exactly.
It's a demonstration of why you can't make arguments from hypocrisy because it's fallacious.
Exactly.
He didn't, like, I understand how he couldn't understand that. He's like, well, see, you have no moral framework. I'm like,
Because it's a fallacy. It's fallacious. You can't make an argument from a fallacy. You can't do that. It's literally fallacious to do. You can't say, well, this makes you a hypocrite, therefore argument bad. That's literally it's a fallacious argument. You get this shit. $100 comes in from Beaten Cheeks. Appreciate that. He says, here's to your vacation. These PUA hustlers are only simping to these women to keep sleeping with them, which is why he doesn't talk shit to them. Shame on them and these other idiots into their programs. Got to get back to business. Yeah, well, I don't know. Again, I've kept this still academic. I'm not going after Alex personally because I don't know what his personal situation is. I met his significant other once. She was a very kind person, very nice, had nothing but good things to say to me and me to her. I'm not going to go after him personally. I'm not going to go after either of these people at all. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just walking away from it. Right now, I'm just responding to their allegations about this debate, but, they're really just came out fucking just trashing the shit out of me. Corey Godner for $2 says, handing Andrew free content, burning bridges. It was fucking stupid. Leon for $5 says, she's basically saying, Alex, you're good because I agree with you. That's exactly right. No one to you for $2 says, yes, that's my argument, though. By the way, Grounds in chat for Beaten Cheeks, and everybody sent in a $100 donation. It was very kind of you. I'm going to add all these up soon. We're going to kind of get through this a little more. United People sends in $20, says, hey, Albuquerque native here. That's too bad. Needing to jump in. On second thought, continue to trash New Mexico so people fleeing California will avoid coming here.
oh my God, let's not get started on this road.
Yeah, so then I told you, well, you already know too, but like that's what I said too before the debate. I was like, no matter what we do or say, he's going to bring it back to morality.
Yeah, that's
which when we specified, like you specified in the text, like we're just going to talk about outcomes and not morality. I actually went back and changed my opening statement, just a few sentences, to specifically leave out morality in and of itself.
This is particularly humorous to me because it is true that before the debate, Alex sent me a text saying, we're not going to focus on morality in this debate. Well, good for you. I don't care what you focus on. I don't care what you focus on. It doesn't mean anything to me what you focus on. Yeah, but we want the direction to go away from morality. That's great. I'm glad. I'm glad for you that that's what you want. It has nothing to do with me. What does that have to do with me? It's debate. You know what I mean? You can determine whatever you want it to move towards, I guess. But yeah, that's fantastic. You know what I mean? He's like, no, We just want it to be about outcomes. And I'm like, well, that's great. You could just make it about outcomes. You can make it about whatever you want. What does that have to do with me? It's like, what? Now, again, I wouldn't even say anything about this except these fucking people are just trashing me.
And he tried to pick the first quote that I used, which is like kind of a moral framework.
That's right. Very first thing that she did was try to make a moral argument from a known moral philosopher. And I make sure that I pointed that out, that there was something very ironic about we don't want to focus on morality, but the very first thing I'm going to say in this debate is something about morality from a philosopher talking about a moral framework.
Piece of written, whatever, like a piece of writing, you know. But I specifically picked a point that talked just about like good and like what was it?
Morals.
Oh God, I would have to go back to like it specifically talked about strategy though, and it didn't specify morality. You
Yes, it did.
know, but whatever. It is whatever. He's Andrew. It's fine.
Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah,
Exactly.
like I said, I'll host him on my channel for pounds, but if I'm going to debate him,
Yeah, Andrew, just a heads up. In your next debate, they don't want you to include any vowels in your arguments. That's fair.
again, I need a public, explicit agreement. Well, it doesn't have to be public, but a private, explicit agreement that he will answer every single question.
You never have to worry about that again, bro. Ever. That is not a thing you'll ever have to worry about again.
Something
Right.
more than enough. I don't care. I'm not fucking doing this waste of time again. It's just like
Yeah, there's no way I'm going to get into a debate that's not actually just an interview.
It
ridiculous.
really was like just
Yeah.
This is some high school drama I'm listening to, basically.
I was just looking at it.
Well,
Me and Addie were
here's
like,
what I said though earlier, because on Sarah's stream earlier tonight, like a couple people wanted to know, like, what do you think about the Andrew blah blah blah, and I basically just said what I said tonight, like, you know what, it is what it is, like I made peace with it, blah blah blah, and I was like, I will someday though, I will debate him again, but I will debate him
No, you won't. Not a thing you'll ever have to worry about. Ever.
on one of these giant streams, these giant podcasts, right, where he can't dodge and he can't deny what
It's never going to happen.
the prompt is. And if it's a prompt that I could debate him on and he's going to be forced because he's going to be held accountable by, you know, million viewer podcast, that's when I'll debate him. But other than that, like, no, I'm cool. I'll be on a panel too, but no.
Not a problem you're going to have to ever worry about again. Ever. It's just not a problem for you guys. Ever again.
what I was gonna say is like me and Addie were like texting each other like afterwards, and she was like, "Babe, why did you waste 4 hours on this shit?" I was like, "I don't know." She's like, we could have been cuddling. We could have done so many things." I was like, "I know. I regret my choice." First of all, I thought it was gonna be like 2 hours. Fucking,
It was supposed to be.
and it's just like fucking. I'm like, oh my god. Will this nightmare ever end? And he was like, do you see how hard he wanted me to like, well, you can go. I'm like, I know you want me to go. So then you can fucking clickbait it out.
Exactly.
He's
And
like,
I,
oh,
and I even said that on Sarah's thing. I was like, and Neve was on Sarah's thing tonight, and
Yeah, I'm only going to debate with him when I cloud shark in front of a large audience.
she was like, she was talking about the same thing. She was like, she said, I love that Alex. One thing Alex did really, really well, in my opinion, was that no matter how much Andrew tried to dodge, Alex was holding him on being accountable. Like, no, this, and he never let it go. And Neve was like, I thought that was
That made him look really bad, by the way. Because he just never got it. He never understood.
really cool. Like, he never backed down on that, you know. And then Neve even talked about whenever, like, you were like, okay, yeah, sure, let's whatever. And then you walked off and you started talking to Rhaegar. Like, that was so funny.
I honestly think I should have done that more. Just like, okay, I'm gonna play with Rhaegar. Let me know when you're ready to talk.
I would have been fine with that, too.
Like, kind of
Yeah, like, fuck it,
sometimes
you
with
know?
piano. He'll just play the piano while someone's like just derailing.
Yes, exactly.
My
Just like
favorite.
la la la, whatever.
Yeah,
Like, that's kind of what I did. Like, I went and warmed up my food, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm eating my dinner." I skipped dinner for this, so fuck you. Like, I mean,
yeah.
like, I didn't
I
even
didn't,
care anymore.
dude. I didn't even eat anything. That was my first meal after this podcast wrapped up. I was like starving. Last
Yeah.
hour and a half, I was like, "Fuck! I want my fucking messy food."
You want to know something that's really funny? You want to know what channel you guys should go subscribe to? You should go subscribe to the channel Escape from Speakeasy. You should go subscribe to Speakeasy's channel because all these hit pieces and all the fucking crazy shit that people have been coming at me just nonstop with, just over the top. That guy, small creator, right, who I've helped out a bunch, is one of the few who actually got my back. One of the few. Good guy. One of the few who was actually like, no, I'm not going to join in the let's get this guy parade. Who helped me out? I'm not doing that. That's bullshit. One of the few who did. You should go subscribe to his channel. Next time he's alive, you should make sure you rain it on him. Because, man, that guy is the only guy thus far in that all that small space, right, that I engage with all the time to help all these guys out, right? That was one guy who was like, no, fuck you. I'm not going to join in the let's get Andrew bandwagon because he's popular now. You know what I mean? Fucking bullshit. It really is just bullshit. Somebody post the link in there so that people can go subscribe to Speakeasy's channel. Good guy.
But yeah, I refused to. He was like, you can go if you want. I was like, yeah, I know you want me to go. You want that clickbait title. I'm not going to give that to you. I'll stay on here until fucking 6 a.m. to not give you that
I
clickbait.
know.
Another weird thing is he was like doing this like weird say please thing like that I do when I'm like trying to fuck a girl. I'm like what? Like you want me to say please so you answer a question? Like, no, not going to do it. And
Yeah, that was a huge power play for sure. He was definitely being more dickish than usual, I will say.
there's like no.
Yeah, I'm aware, Todd, but some things we can't even get into.
Literally, if there was a gun to my head,
It was
I
just like it
please.
was like almost like disrespectful, degrading behavior. You know what I mean? One thing I've had a lot of people tell me, like a lot, like probably at least, I don't know, 15 plus people on my Discord, on X, and then a couple on my YouTube comments, they've all said that, like, if Andrew keeps acting this way, people are going to start just refusing to debate him at all.
Skeptic sends in $10 and says, I was thinking about this argument a lot after this, and it reminded me of this. Honey, I think you're cheating on me. How do you believe I'm cheating? Well, first, can you define cheating for me? That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's awful kind of her, you know. You know how many times I've heard that from fucking people? If this keeps going, if this keeps going like that, where you just crush people in debates, nobody's going to debate with you. And it's like, man, if you saw the amount of fucking people who reach out for me to either host them on a debate or do a debate with them, and I literally have a queue. And I always circle back to everybody. And you know what's funny? I don't care how big they are. I don't care how big their channels are. I don't care how much clout they have. I've never given a shit. Some of the best debates I've had have been with people who have no clout at all. Some of the most enjoyable ones I've ever had. I don't give a shit. The Crucible's never cared, right? This just attack after attack after attack.
That's what people keep saying. And I said, there's always going to be the morons that are just going to do it no matter what. Like, you know, and then on top of that, he's got the bigger panels now where he's going on. And that's when he actually is like taking the debate seriously. This other stuff is just like, I
take every debate seriously. In fact, I take them so seriously that I do debate research live for each one that I do, including for the one that I did with both of these people.
lolcow. Like you know what I mean? Like he's making us his lolcow and he's content farming and just making money off of it.
I'm content farming because you invited me to do a debate for you. on your channel and bring a big audience to your channel. That's me. That's me doing a bad thing to you.
And I get it, and it's just
Don't get it.
part of the game, I guess. But I
Kyle for $10 says, if I had known you use these for vacations, I would have never sent this super chat.
agree that like the actual like decent debaters that just he's not gonna. I think that there'll be more.
I've taken them all on. This is not a criticism that you can apply to me. I've taken on the best you fucking got and wrecked them. I've taken on your best. I've shied away from none of them. Ever.
More good debaters that aren't like on the.
But he doesn't do like the quote unquote good debaters on whatever. It's all like random like fucking 18-year-old feminist girls. Like those are not like real debates. Like
He's had a.
That's because when whatever reaches out to have these people come in and debate with me, they decline. That's why. They decline. No, I'm not. I don't want to debate that with that guy. No way. Happily take any of these fuckers on whatever. Happily. And by the way, girls like Not So Erudite and people like this crush Alex and crush Smashley. Absolutely destroy him. Talking smack like, it's just this little 18-year-old girl. Man, those girls crush these people. They crush them. There's Escape with Speakeasy right there. Good guy. That's the channel I'm telling you about. Go subscribe to that guy's channel. One of the few who if you do something for him, I guess remembers that and doesn't just turn it into a shit talking knife you in the back fest, you know.
Few real debates. Like on Modern Day Debate, where he's actually had to debate the topics. Now, granted,
modern day, but it's not true. Well, you know what he did on Modern Day Debate when
he won't go on there anymore now. Yeah.
What do you mean he won't go on there anymore?
I don't know if he's allowed to go on there.
Oh, he's the one that said it. So after that whole
Bullshit.
shit show happened in Texas with what's his name?
James.
Well, Jay, no, the guy that he was there to debate. That how the whole drama started.
I've never heard of him, but no, James. At least at the time, I was like, "Yo, so are you gonna have Andrew on again?" He's like, "I don't know."
No, and okay, so
I wouldn't put it past Andrew. Like someone's like, "Yeah, man, I'm not gonna have you back on." For Andrew, like a week later, to be like, "Hey, I decided I'm never going on again." You know, like kind of like
no, like Modern Day. I'm in the Modern Day Discord, and the mods released part of the footage, like the behind the scenes footage, and then Andrew released like the rest of the footage on his stream. And basically, I think a lot of people felt like he came into a certain debate that many, many people paid money to come see. And essentially, like, this is what people are saying. I'm not saying this, and I actually could argue a little bit of both sides of this.
No, you are saying this. It's very clear that this is what you're saying because people aren't saying this. Highly contested. The left is coping about this, but no. Why even bring this up? Just it's just to attack Andrew.
To be honest, because I watched all the footage and like I can see where Andrew's coming from, but I can also.
I need the mods to link Speakeasy's channel so that people can go subscribe. Link his channel. Good guy. Good guy. I've always helped that kid out. He's an up and comer in Twitch space. He has great panels, right? But as all these people try to assassinate my character, try to go after me, try to go after my family, people like this, he was one of the few who was like, nah, fuck you people. I'm not jumping on that bandwagon because it's now becoming an industry to come after Andrew Wilson.
So see where, and I don't know why I can't remember his name. He's a huge debater in the debate sphere.
And I beat him. And I beat him in 8 minutes. I beat him in 8 minutes. By the way, huge $50 donation comes in from MH who says, for the Mojito Fund. I appreciate that. $20 from Ivan and says, riddle me this. Are you actually working with Fresh and Fit at all? $20 more than what my girlfriend wants me to give you, but you need to see your family. Cheers. No. The answer to that question is no, I'm not. I'm told that, there's some debates that are coming up I'm going to be invited to, but I've never even talked except via third party to these people. You know what I mean? They just make this shit up. Make it up. Get Andrew. $10 comes in from Jeremiah, who says, my wife and I had a fun argument about my office desk last night, and she rebutted me by saying, logic and reason, in a goofy impression. I laughed so hard and said, baby, you got to watch the Crucible with me. Christ is risen, my brother. That's pretty good. How does it feel to be a high-level Dark Souls boss? It's just fucking ridiculous. I just can't. I'm seriously still processing this. You know what I mean? I really am. And now, and I'm coping a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I'm coping. Because it does, man. It actually, like, this actually hurt my feelings here. You know what I mean? From Alex. I don't give a shit about Ashley. You know what I mean? Clearly, she has an alternative agenda that I wasn't aware of. But, I really liked Alex a lot. And, like, that, yeah, that hurts.
He's married to a trans woman. And, of course, you can see where that goes with Andrew, right? Like, Andrew immediately started off the debate of, like, I can't take you seriously.
So still talking shit.
Because you're married to a man. And, like,
that never happened. That literally never happened.
Just refused to even engage respectfully whatsoever. And so that guy, I can't remember his name right now. He just got up and he was like, if this is how this is going to be ran and I can't even have an actual, like, intellectual debate with this guy, then I'm fucked.
None of that's fucking true. What a fucking dick. What a dick.
Leaving. And he got up and left. And the crowd was like fucking pissed. Even Andrew's fans were pissed because
No, they weren't fucking pissed. Not only were they not pissed, they were singing my praises. There was thousands in the chat ridiculing Dillahunty, sending in super chat after super chat and support, and they never read any of them.
Wanted to see this debate happen. And a lot of people, some of Andrew's fans even felt that Andrew purposely did this to not actually have the debate.
It's just all lies.
And to get the, rage quit reaction. But I think that everyone thought it would at least happen later in the debate. It happened before the debate even started. And then Andrew started James was trying to salvage this. And so James got Andrew to agree to just, like, take questions and kind of almost debate the audience themselves.
No, that didn't happen either. In fact, it was asked, do I want to leave or not? And I said, no, I came here to do a job and I'll leave when we're done. Because that's what I was there to do.
And in the footage that was, like, released by the Discord mods, you can see a lot of the background, like, the footage of what happened. And then in some of that footage, you can hear...
Would you shut up about Adam Green? Do you people know that I've already debated and destroyed Adam Green on his own channel? Did you even know that? He's not of any consequence or in any way a contest. And did you know that Adam Green called me and told me that he's happy to do that debate on a different channel? That he wants to do that on a different channel, and I agreed with him already. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
At least two of the big...
In fact, he said to me, I know for sure you didn't back out. Those were his exact words.
Biggest modern day debate moderators, like, in the Discord and on the channel, you can hear them kind of bad-mouthing Andrew, and that's what pissed Andrew off so bad. And so then...
Yeah, because it was totally biased. It was completely biased against me. Because they were going to lose their big superstar, who, by the way, James actually later said, well, I think he was looking to leverage a way out and never go on Modern Day Debate again anyway, and he used you as an excuse, but never publicly said that. Daniel Levy sends in $5, says she doesn't even remember Dillahunty's name. She's fucking clueless. She's mad your channel and influence is growing. This was, I was shocked. I was shocked by this. How could you possibly anticipate him quitting? You can't. You can't anticipate that. It's ridiculous.
Andrew publicly said, fuck them. He's absolutely done with them. And Andrew and Zen Shapiro even started a huge fight
Yeah, we went and defended ourselves. I know it's terrible.
in the Discord, in the Modern Day Debate Discord, and ended up getting kicked from it was.
Did you know that I did that live? I streamed it live, me confronting the mods over there, and the mods over there backing down immediately and saying that they were sorry. I literally did it live.
Like a shit show.
That's interesting because I met Modern Day Debate through Andrew. He's the one that
I know. Well, I met it through you, through it.
Follows up with, that's interesting, because the only reason I was able to get on Modern Day Debate was because of Andrew. Ashley says, I know. Me too.
Andrew, yeah.
What a devious, diabolical person I am. What a devious, diabolical person. Well, that's interesting. Because the only reason I got on those shows is because fucking Andrew got me on them.
That's interesting.
So they have very bad blood.
I met Andrew through Kevin Ray Wilder, funny enough.
That's
Really?
so funny.
Yeah.
How Kevin's been interesting lately.
This was ages ago. I don't know how they connected, but this was.
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
Keep in mind, Andrew's channel was tiny at the time.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, it was. And I was introduced by a fan to Kevin Ray Wilder, who came on and did an interview. He was a really nice kid. I thought he was a nice guy. And I had him come back on to do a debate after that. And then later I did a debate with him myself. Have absolutely zero bad blood with Kevin Ray Wilder. Very nice kid. Very happy to talk with him. And was very happy to promote him on his, on his journey that he's on. It was nice of him to introduce Alex and I, and me and Alex had a really good run of making great content. So I just didn't see this. I just didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Well, totally slipped my mind. Oh yeah, but look, I was just thinking of the say please stuff. This is what I do when I'm about to fuck a girl and I'm I want her.
Yeah,
to yeah. You want that dick? Yes. Say please. That. It's that's the only
That's
time I
how
do
it
that
was.
shit. Yeah, it's
What a cope. That was hilarious, by the way. That was hilarious.
And I'm dude, what kind of fucking fucking role play are you into? You're not gonna fucking do it with me, man.
Cope.
I'm not
No,
gonna
good for
fucking-
you for not saying it and giving into that shit though. Honestly, and he was trying to even get the audience to pressure you into just saying it, and
Yeah.
I was proud.
I didn't pressure anybody into doing
I
anything.
was very, very. Not that you would, not that I thought you would. I knew when he was asking that, but still, part of you is kind of sitting there, oh God, don't do it, and you never did, and I was just fuck,
All over a fucking debate they wanted me to do.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm thinking okay, I say please, and he's say please, daddy.
Exactly. That's because that's what he was
Okay,
Let's make it as gross as possible.
please, daddy. Now say please, daddy.
Right.
You want that hard cock, dude? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh shit, man. Wrong convo. Yeah, sure. What I was gonna say is, Jesus Christ is King, and I gotta go. I gotta do something. I'll see you guys later.
he's a master manipulator though, I'll tell you that, because I don't know, just the way he was I don't know, the way he was doing everything, part of his debate prep stream, he was definitely making comments about me, you, to kind of make us insecure and stuff, watching some of it back later, and then clips that Sarah and Michelle sent me, and then he was definitely already making comments and stuff to gas Sarah up, so to kind of, you know what I mean, win the moderator's favor while degrading and making the panelists look stupid. And
These fucking people, especially Ashley here, reading way more into something than the thought that I'm giving it. Way more into it. Now I'm a master manipulator on top of everything else.
Do you like it? It's kind of like watching it all back now, and then the way it played out. I'm like, wow, like yeah, it's kind of evil genius level shit. I'm not gonna like.
I'm an evil genius, master manipulator. Done nothing but help these fucking people. Nothing but help these people.
I have a respect for it in a way. Not that I would ever do that, because it's almost like
Isn't he like religious? Isn't he all about like, you know, like I'm pretty
well,
sure Chris wasn't
whatever.
down with any of that shit. I love how like nowadays like
People like that are religious when it suits them.
yeah, I love how Christians now just have such a warped view on what Christ was all about. Like Christ was all about capitalism, pull yourself out by your bootstraps. He had no tolerance for people. It's like, motherfucker, you was a hippie Marxist who like
Bro, I brought it up in the debate when Andrew was trying to say some shit like that, and I was like, dude, Jesus washed the feet of a whore. What are you talking about? Like, no.
Commonwealth for $5 says Alex sounds like Owen Benjamin when he's upset. Degen talk.
Nothing about this behavior is Christ-like. Like, it's whatever, though. People eat it up. He's making that money, honey. I mean, I personally, and I think you as well, like, I hate to use this term, but it's kind of what it is like, we're not sellouts. You know what I mean? And I kind of feel
You can't sell out. You have to have talent to sell out. You don't have any. It's not possible. It's not even a possibility for you. You don't ever have to worry about it, ever. It's not a thing that you people have to worry about. You're never even going to be presented with the option. You're never even going to be presented with the possibility of selling out. So don't worry about it. It's not in the cards for you. Sorry. $20 comes in from Ivan, says, riddle me this. Okay, sorry, I already read that. $10 comes in from Jeremiah Cook, who says, okay, I read that too. $5 from Nick, who says, my dream debate is for you to debate conservative ink like Walsh and Shapiro. Working on it. Probably won't get to Shapiro, but I can get to some of the con ink. Also need more feminist debates. Enjoy your vacation. Please make some more great content. Will do. FB sends in $5, says, you did nothing but help them. They're treating you like Emperor Palpatine. Totally.
like Andrew
Evil
is
genius.
selling out with the red pill coat right now. Like, definitely selling out. But again,
yeah.
that's
Yeah, says Alex. Yeah. If I can, he's good enough to debate with us. He's good enough to come on our shows and disagree with us. He's not good enough to go on their shows and disagree with them because we don't like them.
his money, and I get it, but whatever.
I was talking to my content guy yesterday, and we're like kind of talking about it, and he was like, yo man, like because we were like discussing like whatever, some pushback on certain videos, like the ones where like I'm like the one that he was bringing up to mind was when I was like that chick was like being a bitch, and I was like trolling her or whatever, and like a lot of people were like complaining like, Alex, you know what I mean? But I was like, dude, get the fuck out of here. And he was like, yo man, like he was basically like suggesting that maybe you should like, you know, like chill out. I'm like, dude, if my like
the rake in for $5 says, shall we start the crusade? No, listen, there's no point in fighting with these people at all. There's no point in doing that. I have no intention of doing so, and I wish them all the best on their way. But yeah, this really sucks, right? Again, from Ashley, sure, fine, you know. Yet another woman who's like, I'm actually secretly your friend, but really not, you know what I mean? That I'm used to at this point, you know what I mean? But for Alex, I just was not prepared for that, honestly. Spyro for $10 Canadian says, Andrew be master manipulating us all with his do better shit and don't be a degen shit and debate better shit and good person shit.
day I start I'd rather fucking burn my channel to the ground before I pander to my audience and just like give them content that like doesn't agree with me. I'm like, there's no way I'm ever gonna do that.
And I think that that's part of what a lot of people have an issue with you too, like the trolls out there. It's like they want so badly to find anything to just tear you down about. And I get
like what's happening right this second. Like what's happening right this fucking second. Troy Ratto for $10 says, Andrew, new to the space, appreciate what you do. What is Alex's obsession with obfuscation? By the end of the debate, I think he closeted wanted you to look. I'm just not going to personally attack this guy. I'm not going to do it. He can make all the hit pieces he wants from here because I decided to end our content creation relationship from here on out and not deal with any of these people. They can make all the fucking hit pieces they want, and I'm sure that they will, but I'm still just not going to personally attack him. I'm not doing it.
And again, that's where I have to say, like, there are some points I don't necessarily agree with, but I agree with the way that you preface them, right? Like, I get what you're saying, and that's why essentially or like inherently, like, I don't think that you're a sellout. I don't think that you're a bad person. And I get what when you explain something, it makes sense to me. And I'm like, fair enough. Fair, even if.
Jace Haggard sends in $4. He says, just joined. I was traveling. Does this mean I can finally debate that Alex idiot and not go easy? I've wanted to debate that moron since the first time you had him on. Somebody let me at him. Well, again, like, I'm not going to be, there's just not going to be anything else. So $10 comes in from JT. Apologies if you already answered this, but do you have any plans to go on Fresh and Fit at some point? I do, if it can be arranged.
I don't agree with it. He's not wrong. And I mean, he's sitting here saying like, look, I'm not saying do this, but I'm just saying like, what, like some people do it. If you're going to, at least be safe about it or at least like, look at this is how you can.
Michael sends in 20 Canadian dollars and says these people don't understand how to build and maintain strong allies. What a waste. Yeah, no idea how to deal with interpersonal relationships at all.
And, and I don't, again, I'm not saying that I agree with it, but I can't.
Actually, you don't have to preface every fucking statement with, I don't know if I agree with you, but.
Well, I'm not trying to like. Well, the reason is because all the weirdos out there clip stuff like this, and then they're like, see, Ashley's sitting here saying that, like, even Alex is a fraud, and she doesn't agree, and he's, dark triad. You know what I mean? And so you have to be like, bro, like, no. Like, I don't want to give them a 30-second clip.
Kyle says it sounds like they're trying to outcompete each other on sounding like a dumb thought. Also, I would have known you were a master manipulator. I would have never sent this super chat. That's fair. I feel like that's fair. We'll do the Palpatine voice, the Dark Sith Lord, Andrew, the Master Manipulator, right? Are you ready? Let's see if we can get this right.
Send in these super chats to the Crucible, my young apprentices. As the Christians continue their assault on the Red Pill, I'm afraid many of your friends may leave you for good.
So try it out. This is Andrew Palpatine over here.
Me being like, yeah, I don't agree with this, and it's really fucking shit.
Do it. Send in the fleet of super chatters.
Then you suck. You know what I mean? So. Whatever. I guess I've just gotten used to being on the defensive when I say anything that's actually my opinion.
It's a funny community. You know what's funny? Me and Natty were laughing at this. So, after the Andrew debate, Arctic Wolf, since he's banned from my channel, where's the only place he can go? He's banned from your channel, so he goes on Natty's channel. Like,
I banned him. Yeah.
1 minute later, and like leaves like 5 comments about like how I got destroyed. And like I was like, dude, like you just think about this. You came up to Ashley's channel, watched a 4-hour debate, so then you can go on Natty's channel, someone who's totally unrelated to this whole debate, and comment because it's the only place where you are. And then Natty banned him, so today he was on like Valuetainment.
Shut up.
Like leaving like 5 different
Are
comments.
you
Like,
serious?
yeah.
Big Papa Palpatine, stop manipulating me out of my money, says Michael for 10 Canadian dollars. Spyro says 10 Canadian dollars for Andrew Palpatine vacation fund.
Oh my
He's like banned from
god.
everywhere, so he's like following like anywhere possible. He's just grabbing off his
God.
straws.
Oh my god. Like, ugh. Yeah. Yeah. That does not surprise me, unfortunately.
That might
Pretty
be
much
different,
nothing
like,
with them
the-
surprises me.
Like the valuetainment thing was like announced last minute. Like you gotta admire, like just like not admire, but it's
I've had it. I've just listened to enough. You know what I mean? I've just listened to enough of it. Let me add up the dono bar. One second. There's a lot of donations here I got to add up, guys. Grandmaster Palpatine has been using his Jedi mind tricks. Execute Order 66. It's fucking unbelievable. It's unreal. It's just unreal to me. It's like a surreal Friday morning, you know, the day before I'm heading back off to whatever, a show which, by the way, I had been advocating to get Alex on, and we were going to do a bunch of content over there, too. He'd asked me about it a ton of times. I was happy to, help out. I'm just like, wasn't expecting this. Hang tight. Well, that puts us at, you're not going to believe this shit. This is crazy, but that puts us at $1,464, $1,464 towards my vacation fund. Almost hit the goal, $2,000 for the vacation fund. Almost hit the goal for the vacation fund that I didn't know I needed to go on the vacation that I didn't know I was raising money for in order to, have a mojito on the beach that I didn't know I deserved. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck happened here? I had to turn it off. It was actually making me sick. And as people were so nice to my face, and I just never did anything but help them with everything they ever asked. You know what I mean? The last message I got from fucking Alex. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. He's just yesterday, he's trying to organize a panel with me. Yesterday he's trying to organize a panel with me. What the fuck? And he says in the message, too, he's like, well, I just wanted to be up front that I might have this panel without you if you're leaving then, because I didn't want it to seem like I was going behind your back. Like, what? Can't make this up. You can't make this shit up. Seemed like Alex would always talk shit on you in the chat while you were on. You know what? That's fine, man. Like, that's part of the. Like, that's part of it. If we're on and we're going at it and shit like that, sure. You know what I mean? But this was like such a ridiculous, over-the-top attack. You know, and by the way, Jesus didn't wash a prostitute's feet. I told her that already. She didn't even listen. She didn't even fucking listen. No one to you for $5 says, oh, really? This guy didn't send me first? LOL. Whatever, dog. My space is lol. Get at me, sir, at whoever. I don't know. I don't know what any of that means. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Maybe I'm reading it incorrectly. $20 comes in from Dan Beckman, who says, I heard the voice of the Sith Lord, and the wallet jumped right out of my pocket. There's nothing you can do about it. Once Grand Master Sith Lord Andrew Palpatine says, it's time for the donations. You don't have a choice. You know, you don't have a choice. It was better you found out about them now. Yeah, I agree. It just bothers me. You know what I mean? It does. It just bothers me. It's like there's nothing I ever did to Alex where I would deserve that shit. So, you know, just honestly, it bothers the shit out of me. The wallet mind trick. I secretly manipulated Ashley into inviting me onto a debate so I could humiliate her. You know, it's like, it's stupid. It's just stupid. The whole thing is stupid. It's the most petty bullshit drama ever. It's not even ever worth talking about again, to be honest with you. It's just not even worth talking about again. Well, I mean, Raging Tomato Alex he was my buddy for sure. I mean, we've worked very closely for a long time on tons of different projects. So, yeah, that's not great. But it's like it's so petty. And I would have kept helping these people. Like, that's the thing that gets me too. Is like, what do you think? You think I'm not just going to keep excelling? You know what I mean? And I still would have helped them. I help every content creator generally who asks me. I always try to. That's why there's, this might shock people, but a lot of the chat is made up of other content creators. They get a lot of their ideas for their shows from me. They get a lot of their ideas I've sent... God, I hate talking about this shit. I really do. I do. I loathe talking about this shit. But, I mean, I've sent my team, like paid staff, and been like, whatever you're working on right now for the Crucible, drop that and go help this guy get his branding together, help him get his emojis together, help him get this together, help him with whatever their structure is. I don't know how many times Mr. E has gone and created branding for other content creators, and I paid for all of it. I paid for all of it. It's just like, and I don't talk about that shit. I don't talk about half that shit. I don't talk about the charities. I just don't, it's not pertinent. You know what I mean? To what I do. People who are around, they know. They know that's good enough for me. And I don't think you should do the whole, altruism brag or whatever. And I just don't. I just usually don't. Daniel Levy for $5 says, I told Jim Bob you were secretly Batman. Jim Bob said Destiny was the Joker. Now we know Alex is Two-Face. That's funny. But yeah, it just sucks. Anyway, whatever Q&A you guys got, we'll wrap the stream up. I got to get packed because I'm going on a trip where I'm sure even more former friends will begin making fucking hit pieces about me because I have no idea. Maybe that's just the space, Man, it's just the way it is. You always brag about how awesome your wife is, and I don't have one, and it offends me. That's true. I do brag a lot about her, for sure. And Erudite's Harley Quinn. Yeah, it's funny. I patched things up with her, too. Now, here she's still talking shit, But I mean, at whatever, we patched everything up there, too. And I never went back after her. And it's just like, whatever. Fuck these people. Fuck these people. It's lonely at the top, my man. Yeah, I guess. When's whatever. First one's Sunday, and then the next one is going to be Tuesday. And then we'll probably end up staying over and doing more. And then, we got to fly out from there. We're going to do content with some other creators as well. We just got a ton of shit lined up, Ton of stuff lined up. I have a feeling you guys will make up. I think you don't know me very well, bro. I think you just don't know me very well. Play the Coomer song? No. I'll just take the Q&A and we'll wrap it up. Did you notice a spike in these attacks? You got closer to baptism? Yeah, it was like a big joke. It was fun. It was really funny. All my friends showed up. And some of them are content creators, Some of my closer friends showed up. And, they all stayed at the house here. We basically spent a couple days just getting smashed and having a great time and, enjoying life. And it was super nice to see them. You know what I mean? Because it had just been one thing after another. And yeah, they had ramped up in a big way. And it was just nice. It was nice to, to have them around. Sometimes you need that, you know what I mean? You can't just wallow in your bullshit. That's not allowed, right? You can't wallow. Myron dropped you about being a moderator in a debate. He said moderator participate and carry the way. Yeah, this will stay up. This stream ain't going nowhere. Alex will not admit any wrongdoing. I don't care. It's not even important anymore. Thank you so much, Andrew, for doing the Lord's work. You helped YouTube show more proof of how big of a scammer Alec. Well, I'm not going to attack these people. I'm not even interested. I'm just not even interested. Just done. That friend to hater pipeline is real though, so I fully expect that it'll just be attack after attack from them now, It's like, it's just so worthless. Totally worthless. For some of your other hobbies, I still stay pretty abreast in shooting. I've recently gotten back into playing guitar. You know what I mean? That I basically do a lot of work on stuff, and I read a lot. Those are those are my main hobbies. Shooting and hunting, all that stuff. No one to you for $5 says you skipped the debate request or something didn't work. Laugh out loud. I don't give a fuck. Do whatever do whatever. I don't. Dude, you gotta speak English in your super chats, bro. You gotta speak English. Senior Sandman sends in $10. Says Ashley's not troubled about men banging women. She only cares about shaming women about a high body count when it comes to sex issues. Individual women are motivated by personal guilt and then expand that to... Yeah, that's what the hypocrisy thing's all about. The argument from hypocrisy. You're a hypocrite. It's like, even if that was true, it doesn't matter. That's fallacious grounding. If somebody can be living in complete contrary or be living completely contrary to their own values and still make arguments that are correct. That's why it's fallacious. You know what I mean? That's why it's fallacious. Donation L. There's no such thing as a donation L. Those don't exist. But I can't always read them if they're like not set up the right way. So there will be better creators down the road to work with. Well, look, I mean, I already work with tons of big creators and tons of people who make far better content than these people do. That's not the part that bothers me. You know, the part that bothers me is I was making content with this guy for years, working with him. I think over 2 years, you know. And I would have liked to have kept doing that. I would have liked to have kept working with the guy. That's the part that bothers me is that. It's not that there's not tons of other people available to work with. I work with people all over the place. It's just that it was, you know, we have a history, you know what I mean? $5 from Blue Skittle, who says donation L. You couldn't help him. I wasn't even trying to help him. Necessary. You know what I mean? As far as like getting him to move over to my side. You know, I've just always helped content create. I've always done that. I've always been that way. And I probably always will be that way. Anyway, what else you guys got? It's almost 4 o'clock. I got to get ready. Pack up. Get on with my day here. Oh, yeah, they know. They know I'm against all the degen shit. I mean, we've had private conversations about it. You know what I mean? I'm just not on board with any of that shit. I think it's gross. And I argue against it everywhere. The best shop nights are when the Crucible's live. Yeah, many such cases. They see bridges you're making to debate important topics, all of which Destiny has gone on to espouse as bullshit without them getting challenged by competent debater. They see you as a threat. Maybe, you know, but I don't know what else would have caused this. It's way out of fucking line. FB for $5 says these atheists just say Christians are supposed to be weak and submissive because it's easier to deal with them. Exactly. Most of the time that I have the so-called Christians attacking me on Twitter and these other places, when I ask them if they're a Christian, they say no. Jesus wouldn't do that. And I'm like, are you a Christian? They go, no. Get the fuck out of here. You just want me to be passive, you know? You just want me to be passive. What's your opinion on a non-believer marrying a Christian? I recently broke up with my Christian girlfriend because I didn't want to raise my children with Christianity, but rather let me grow up and choose. It sounds like a bad idea. Even if they were raised by your significant other who is a Christian, they're going to probably have a better upbringing because of it. I would send them to church too, even if you didn't believe. But that's just me. Still think it'd probably be better for them. But, you know, I'm not familiar with the intricacies of your situation. Doomhammer sends in $5, says, your channel, your story, your debate, your family, all of it reawakened my faith in Christ and brought me back to the fold. Thank you for all you do. You're welcome. Of course, this channel is not about me. It's never been about me. That's why I'm always so guarded with stuff that is about me. It has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Never has. We make great content for people to view. And they like to watch it because it's fun. You know what I mean? This was a bit of a downer today, but it's usually super fun for people to watch. That's the whole point. I'm an entertainer, and I'm a political satirist, and I'm an excellent debater. And what we do is we put on fine content across the board of satirical to breakdowns to, you know, comedy to everything in between. And there's just really nothing else like the Crucible anywhere. Sorry to spam. This is my last message. I'm just very proud of what you did. You really made a huge positive impact. They lied to you during the debate, mocked you prior. I will show it all. Well, I'm not interested in any of this. Right? It's like it's just one and done. One and done. do that shit, I'm not going to. And that's the thing, right? It's like, why even engagement farm? There's not even any purpose to it. Just let them say whatever the fuck they want. I don't care. I got better shit to do. Anyway, so here's my kind of final thoughts on this before I wrap the stream up. Don't harass these people. Don't bother these people. Don't do anything to these people whatsoever. I'm not going to. I have no intention of doing any more engagement with them whatsoever. I absolutely 100% wish them all the best. And I hope that, wherever it is that they're trying to take their various channels and wherever they're trying to do their various things, I hope that they're highly successful with it. Truly, I hope they're highly successful with it. But me, I'm extricating myself from the whole fucking thing. So, from all of us here at the Crucible, to all of you out there in Crucible land, have a wonderful night.